Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh shit, I'm being a brand.
Oh, yeah.
Clap, 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 clap. Hello.
Clap, clap.
Hello. Thank you.
25 months.
Woo! That's a lot of months.
That is quite a train that we have. Chugging along.
Yes, thanks to all the subs and bits that have happened so far, and to everyone for being here. This is exciting.
It's your sub.
Your what? My what? Please,
Well,
sir, I'm
it's
married.
Your sub. You're married?
What?
Surprise.
I got a selfie from my father this morning eating pancakes and strawberries.
It was a
It's
really
like,
cute
fuck
selfie.
you.
Nice.
Because they were just at the
It
breakfast
was like
table.
really blurry. I was like, oh
yeah,
god, it's
out
awful.
of focus.
We had French toast.
Yeah.
We ordered A&W.
God.
Yeah.
I can't really complain, I guess.
How is everybody out there?
Hi.
How have you been holding up?
Hello.
Welcome to a place where you can, at least temporarily, forget or ignore the state of the world and enter a different one, which is much like the one that you're in, only this one has fairies in it.
I think the one that we're in might have fairies in it.
It's true.
You
I
don't
keep
think so?
encountering people day to day that I'm like, you're a satyr, you're a troll,
Oh my God.
you're a, like, for sure.
Autumn
Yeah.
she. Yep.
Yeah. No, every time I learn more about the like extra kiss book knowledge of boggins, I'm just like, my brother is more and more of a boggin. You can't make him less of one, only more.
Everything you learn, you're like, oh man, like it just
So
keeps going on.
I'm going to
Yeah,
remind
yeah.
people that there's two people here who you may see cough. In fact, you might see anyone cough on the stream. I'm coughing because I was sick before COVID even got here. And
Sounds like hipster.
it just doesn't go away.
That's true. Sorry,
So, no, it is not a sign that any of us are sick.
but thanks for your concern.
Yes.
And thank you.
How are you?
Good. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah.
Still alive?
Indeed.
Yes.
Science.
Indeed. Been playing a lot of games. Got a lot of streams coming up. We've done a bunch. We have more coming. We've been scheduling extra streams because we figured, hey, maybe people are at home and could use a little cheering up.
You want to tell people about the streams?
Sure.
Just because some people leave before we talk about it again?
Ooh.
Well, no, they're allowed to.
Oh yeah, right. Yep.
Jeez.
So tomorrow is the first one,
Sorry.
and maybe y'all can take that away.
Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, I think, right on this channel, we're going to be streaming some Netrunner, the living card game. Well, undead card game, but which is going to be a party. We love playing. I love playing, and I have decks to try out before the store champs
Yeah.
to
We're
learn how to
probably
play.
going to be a little less, like explaining everything that's happening so that we can get some more games in, but we'll
Less
still
rowdy.
absolutely be there to answer questions if anybody has any. It'll be hard. I got sleeves. I got new sleeves.
That's right, me too.
That are anti-glare, so that you can see things.
Is it overall volume? Because I feel like the last few Twitch streams I've watched in the last few days have all seemed too quiet from like every streamer.
I wonder.
There's no change.
Yeah,
in
we
volume
haven't
on
changed
mine.
our settings.
Ooh. All right. Well, what are you gonna do?
I mean,
Is it
what
of
we're
pointing
gonna
at
do?
my
We're
face?
gonna turn the volume up. Is what we're gonna
Yeah.
fucking do.
Close to
I can also boost the gain a little bit too.
Here you go.
Boost.
Your face.
Thank you.
And then Tuesday, Crosshair and I are going to be streaming some Stardew, and that is going to be at 2 o'clock
You're
Eastern.
not constantly peeking.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's okay. I guess I'll do that.
Yeah.
So that's at 2 o'clock. And then on Wednesday, I am reading Nancy Drew at 4 p.m. Eastern, because I thought that would be a nice little time to get a bunch of the Europeans who are normally having to stay up to the wee hours to catch one of our evening streams.
Nice.
Liz is a big Nancy Drew fan, and as per the question from yesterday, Liz, I think the question was, will you be doing all the voices? And I feel like your answer was, I'll try.
I mean, I can't read a book out loud and not do voices.
True.
It's
When
just
I
not
hear
who
your
I am.
Nancy Drew voice.
Absolutely not. You're going to have to tune in,
Oh shit!
I'm afraid.
Fuck.
She hasn't
Shut
prepared it
down.
yet. She hasn't chosen it yet.
I have a sense
sure
of what
she's
I have a
just-
good. I have
we
a
just,
good guess.
We just
yeah.
have to see what comes out.
Hi, Nancy Drew.
Oh.
Oh, hi there. Oh, hi.
Okay,
Oh, hi.
someone peeked there. I'm not sure who
That was
it
probably
was.
me. I was spitting.
Yeah, that's probably.
Horrible. Alzul just had the first of many session zeros of a Changeling game with Rivian and Graspilut. Very exciting.
Graspelut.
Yay.
Well, you can game online.
You can game if you want
Can.
to.
That's what we do, except we show
Don't
up in
have to
person
leave
and
your
then we
friends
game online.
behind.
That's true.
So, we do have She Who Knows Synthesis and Things. She's right here. Entropy's Disciple is 9.
Oh.
There's a lot of white noise.
Because the gains have been...
I didn't touch the gains.
Something is weird.
Ew.
And the power's off. White
Cool.
noise has just gone
Yeah.
down.
How are we now?
Now we're going to be back to being quiet.
I don't know why. Yes, I'm absolutely quiet. I can see I'm not even hitting the yellow.
Okay.
Alfarius is correct. We have a sound ghost.
So we're not doing
Yeah,
anything.
sorry.
We're not speaking differently than we normally
Yeah.
speak.
And we
It's-
don't move any of the knobs between weeks or anything,
That's true.
Are all of these like maxed out?
basically.
Yeah.
Can you put them back down and put the gain up slightly?
Yeah, can you adjust the gain from where you are? You might be able to reach
Yeah,
it a bit
this
better
is
than
over
me.
Here?
No, it's one up. It's these guys.
These here?
Yeah. Just
Well,
hello, hello, hello.
That was me, right?
Yeah.
Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Have these changed? Hooray! It's debugging things on a stream.
Yay! Anarchus, if you're at all
A reason why I'm quiet is because my
You're-
transmitter isn't even on.
well
That would do
straight
that.
up.
I turned it on, so I don't know how it turned off, but I did turn it on.
Check 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, now you're
Check.
loud.
Yes, now I'm
That's
there.
probably why everyone's like, everything's quiet, because...
We used to, weirdness.
Because
This
John was
one,
quiet?
the
That's
decibel
my
level
headphone.
has been set down.
Earpiece things, you remember.
This one looks good.
Twisty
This
wires
one's also
attached to our
too low.
ears. They were awesome.
I don't know
I
what
like
happened.
them.
Yeah,
So check
ghosts.
1, 2, 3. Does that sound a little better?
Check 1, 2, 3.
Hello. Oh, sorry, Anarchus. I just meant if you want to throw down another exclamation mark quote, you seem to be enjoying yourself,
Okay,
so
can you do it
that.
again?
Do what?
Talk.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm usually pretty quiet.
Yeah.
I can move this to point more towards my mouth
Yeah.
rather than towards me.
I
Ear.
was Aragwen.
Kate sounds great.
Oh,
Exit.
thanks.
I
Okay,
was
where
the
it was.
winner. The wiener.
And then these
That's
should
touch
all
not
be
what I meant.
Yeah.
where they should normally be. if
Yeah,
they
so
weren't
that's what it
already
was.
set.
Your
Okay.
pack
Yeah.
was off and one of them was at super low volume.
Oh.
We probably pinched the wrong thing.
One.
The spam filter stopped you. What's spam filter?
You can't
Oh.
exclamation mark quote like
many
too many
times?
times in a well, I don't think you can post chat messages more than like
No,
three.
That
She-
might be a
Three in a row or
default
something.
global setting.
Yeah. I certainly run into that when I go to Pook streams. I try to like post 8 or 9 times in a row, and it's like, okay, calm down. Which is always a good time. Well.
Entropy's Disciple's not here. Sorry, we didn't get to that. He's not here. He hasn't been here in a while. We hope you're cool. I know he's cool. He needs to sleep.
Truth.
Boo.
So do we all.
Didn't expect
Uh,
that. Clear Twitch chat.
Hey, anybody spent any experience this time around? I think I know the answer to this question. 3, 2, 1. No.
Ah! Yeah.
So
Aragwen's about to be tuckered out from all that scolding coming at us. Can't wait.
I only have 7.
Mother.
I bought up all my small things. I need to save up so I can buy something a bit more.
I'd like to purchase several dots of law. That's what I'm going to do. Brom the lawyer. Order in my courtroom. Oh, sick. Take on some flaws. Yes, I would like Dark Past or Doomed or whatever it's called, please.
I've adjusted the music volume in Kung Fu Fenris. But we can't make the music that loud, otherwise you won't be able to hear us.
And what's really important? Okay, I'm done.
Is there any possibility that the update changed the target output or like desktop audio?
It should not have.
Okay.
Technology.
Who needs it? We do. And so here we are.
Okay, here, you want the music loud? There, now the music's loud.
Ah! It's not that loud to me. Obviously, it doesn't change in here. Well, I, for one, am super happy to see so many like unique colors in the chat. Unique people in the chat is what I mean by that, of course. Oh, no. Jeeves! Is Jeeves still huffing around, Aragwen?
Aw.
Why does Jeeves not approve having extra people in the house?
Correct. Aragwen will describe it, and it's
very
much
funny.
funnier
Yeah.
than how I would describe it.
Well, if you think about it, it's just like, for, dogs. Dogs love to see you, but, like, they're also like, but I sleep, like, a lot. And
Yeah.
now I can't, because everyone's everywhere.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that is fair.
Fuck. Except for my dog, who just straight up sleeps. Because she's small and can fit in a lot of places.
Like under things.
But she also likes to sleep in an L shape.
Okay.
Basically, like, backwards.
Okay.
So she's like but like her belly on the outside of the L, not the inside.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, it's
Oh wow, like really quite a
oh yeah,
like a boomerang or whatever.
Yeah.
oh yeah. No, Molly,
Boomerang.
Molly's a thing.
I miss Molly. Good doggo. The only thing he hates more than truck beepings is small engines.
My guy can finish.
What's Jeeves' opinion on the Roomba?
How about mailmen?
How about people who deliver the post?
Oh, Jeeves. I can't wait for the Jeeves stream to start.
Oh boy.
Jeeves.
Jeeves? Hi, Jeeves.
Hi.
Hashtag
Hello.
Jeeves.
Yeah. John, you can interface perhaps as Jeeves with Jeeves.
Could I though?
Well, like you would play a character named Jeeves that I'm sure I feel like you have one somewhere floating around named Jeeves.
Maybe. Possibly.
Whap.
I mean,
You mean what?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, I just...
Oh yes, yeah, at the end of the last session, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh damn, Eric.
I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
we doing this?
I think so.
Playing a game? We're all sorted out. The sound is sorted, so we don't have to worry about that.
We do appreciate y'all telling us at the beginning of the stream, because I know last week we only found out close to the end that there had been issues. So despite there being a little bit of a scramble, we do thank you for pointing out issues at the beginning. That helps a lot.
Yeah.
This is not an issue, just by the way. Just by the way.
What happened?
Sophia was on a grand adventure.
Yeah, Sophia tamed a rampant chimera and had sexy times with Jack, the pixie. Pisky. The pisky with a pixie cut.
We
And
don't
then she came
know
back.
that. Oh, great.
It's canon.
Yeah. It's now canon. Okay,
Fine
all right.
pants.
Yeah, Laurel. Yeah, exactly. Just a
Uh,
Laurel on that.
And then basically we buckled down and tried to find Zister, who we did find at a garage nearby called Nelson's Garage.
We thought it was his last known location, but it turns out, in fact, was his only known location.
Yeah.
He's the owner. He's
Yeah.
the Nelson of Nelson's Garage. I'm saying it like it's a famous location. But check rpgclinic.com. You can see a
Nice.
photo. I didn't take the photos from maps, but like,
Nice.
yeah, it's good.
Street view.
We managed to get him, well, re-enchant him and
Yep.
get him back to the Spark. We learned a
Yep.
bit about his brother, the
And his
Autumn person,
niece.
and his niece. Not Susan, not Sandra. Sandra!
Sandra.
Sandra.
Yep. 6-year-old. Super cute.
Adorable. Miss her. Miss her already.
I'm adopting her. And
Shit.
then we head down to the dungeon, unless there's something else of import, and ran into Keypad having been overridden. And once we busted our way through, we found Kyoko sitting looking at Bully's cell.
Doing something.
Something.
That's what happened.
Nice succinct recap this time around. Oh.
Sometimes.
Like, if
One
you want
must
all the beautiful
succinct.
details of Mortal Zister being the best mentor, just watch this episode.
It's true.
Kung Fu Fenris, you should eat basically every day, unless you have a specific reason why you shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks. We say this every session now, or at least we try to. Y'all have cards. You're showing your logos.
Damn it. Every time. Not every time. Most times.
We have cards. These cards are meant for our protection during game. They're not for your protection. You have other options. We'll get to them in a second. One of us flashes a green card that means that we are okay with what's happening and enthusiastically wish for it to continue, even if it might look like we're not. Yellow means that we are okay with what's happening, but we're approaching our limit, so be warned. Red means I am not okay with what's happening right now, and either we need to make an immediate stop, or we have to immediately retcon what just happened and change the subject. You do not have cards. You still have options. You can always whisper a mod or me. If you whisper me, the players will not see it. It will just be me. Or you can leave. We don't want you to leave, but we do want you to take care of yourself. Anything else?
Nope. Just happy to be in the same room with y'all and the same digital space with y'all out there.
Her wrench wasn't even touching the thing.
Yep.
She wasn't tall enough.
Starting with arm strength training. If you can hold you have to be able to hold your arm up for quite a long time to be able to work on a
The thing.
thing.
If you can do a French braid on your own hair, you can fix a car.
Is that true?
Yep.
Liz has
proven.
Liz has spoken.
That's why I can't do either.
Yeah, tiny little arms. just peeling the apples today, I was like, wow, that's a really good forearm
Holy shit,
workout.
yeah.
That makes sense. World Prison Furlough.
Ooh.
Well done. Ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Lasagna.
Okay.
No, not that. That's not what I want.
Okay. Nice.
Sometimes I wish I could accelerate time. And sometimes I wish I could pause it. I don't have that option all the time. When you accelerate time, you have the luxury of just skipping over the boring parts. When you slow down time, it means that you can revel in the parts that you really enjoy. You ever been sitting at a game of Risk and knowing that it's going to take another 3 hours? Even if you're winning, I'd accelerate time. Because fuck that.
10-minute risk or bust.
You ever play a game, maybe a game of One Night Ultimate Werewolf, and you know that you could figure things out, you know you could come up with a solution if you only had an extra like 2 minutes? Slow down time if you could, but you can't. I'm in that position. I'm in that position like right now. But thankfully, in this game, I do control time. I mean, and also Patches controls time. Because she has Chronos.
Right. Well,
So,
giant arms.
that's where we're at. We are in a position where we can, in fact, take care of a few loose ends really quickly and then move ourselves up to present day. So, there's been a list made of what these three want to take care of in the time between November 29th and today. So we'll go through them quickly. I will also point out that in this universe, in this timeline, there is no COVID-19. This is not to say that COVID-19 isn't important or that we shouldn't... Oh, that's not good.
Going down.
That's what I get for salty
Neale
dinner.
and water.
Oh, I was going to say speaking their name.
Or I'm... Well, I know what I'm going to do. You three, why don't you three start mentioning...
We'll go through the list.
Yeah.
Go through the list.
Mute you.
You're muted. All right, so Sophia was given the directions to Zeron's cabin. So she's going to be visiting him a few times.
Damn.
Hang out in the wilderness.
A few times?
A few times.
Not just go in
here
and
and
stay.
there, you know. She is also offering assistance to those individuals who are trying to hunt down Mazer. McAllister and a few others are keeping their ear to the ground, nose to the grindstone, organs everywhere. So she's helping there. And she's also assisting with the protocol involved in seeing Halea brought to justice so that we can finally free Claude from his icy prison.
Sorry. Yep, absolutely true.
Patches is assisting with some of that, and also keeping in touch about the progress on the Grand Bastin's new wing, and has been checking in with her father to make sure that he's, like, she's reduced from red alert to yellow alert to maybe not even yellow alert for, his safety now that Broken Flight is done with and they aren't trying to murder all of our friends and family.
It's like an ochre now.
Yeah.
Trying to think of a good yellow-green color, and I couldn't, so I just went with that.
Oh, I so give you.
Whoop.
I am literally medicating with ice cream.
Amazing. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Cool. And Brom, unsurprisingly, has a few people to talk to, but is also assisting with some of the things that have been mentioned here already. I think specifically he would be interested in tracking down or trying to speak with Mazer, but he just can't be found. Brom is going to follow up and make sure that Fala is okay. She kind of went off the grid for a bit. He's going to make sure that his sons are all right and that they are returning to Montreal at some point. At some point in the future. He is... There was something like really important at the top of the list. It's gone.
Your kids?
Yeah, sons. We're good. Got it.
Crashing with incisor. Did
That's
you
the
say
ticket. That was the most priority number one because it was the closest is what I need. he was invited to go thrash with Incisor that night, Friday the 29th of November. I'm not sure how it went, really. I'm sure it was a lot of fun. And then, last but not least, definitely, he wants to make sure to get the keys to his new home. His new home, which was a gift from Patches, a wedding gift. Quite the wedding gift. I imagine most people got him, blenders and stuff. But, where are you going to put them? In the house that Patches bought. And he wants to tell Kyoko about this gift, because that's pretty important. A lot of personal relationships to catch up on.
Not as many for Sophia, though.
Personal relationships? Whoop.
We're on top of things.
Well, you know what they say.
I don't. I'd love to know what they say.
Chicka-choo-cha.
Over under. Something, hashtag over under.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Not the computer!
No!
The easiest way to get over somebody is to get under somebody.
Somebody else, very good. And that is what they say. Oh, more liquid. Fantastic.
Well, then I guess we should sort through all of those things.
Probably important.
Probably important.
Well, some of it.
Well, first things first. The most important thing right now is probably Incisors thrashing. We're going to go chronologically through this.
Grant.
Incisor takes you literally to a basement rave. A basement rave being essentially college kids who have found a basement of a factory and are breaking into this factory just to go downstairs, just because they want to set up a bitchin' sound system so that things can happen. But funnily enough, there's no violence. None.
It's great.
Unless you count just the sheer amount of head swinging that Incisor does while she's down here and dancing. But she absolutely starts being like shoving you in, being like, "This is my friend Brom," to random college
Just random
kids
people.
and all that, and just soaking up the atmosphere of a bunch of people just letting absolutely loose until the cops show up.
Oh, shit.
Thankfully, it's not hard for everybody to bail and scramble out. So the evening ends with her dragging you to a boost stand.
Nice.
At 2:30 in the morning.
I'm not young anymore. Tomorrow morning is going to suck, he says, nursing his...
Shawarma?
Yeah. His shawarma, exactly. I think Brahman, his sort of goal in going with Incisor is just to see not what the fuss is about, but he wanted to go because she extended the olive branch. He was probably wildly uncomfortable, given that that's just not his setting. And more specifically, given who he
Brom
is...
doesn't dig through the ditches or burn through the witches.
No.
Slam in the back of your Dragula?
Excuse me. I think... I think that... what he wants to be doing with his life and with other mortals with mortals is not something that can be accomplished there. So, that said though, I think he probably enjoyed it himself a little bit. Especially when the cops came, because there's something really probably very thrilling about being a 6-foot-tall dude trying to get out amongst all of these 20-somethings He's like, oh shit! It's a 45-year-old man, like, out of my way.
27s aren't 6 feet tall.
No, that's a good point. But I feel like he's like, my bum knee, get out of my way! He's in incredible shape. I'm just putting that out there.
He just leaves a trail of pebbles for the cops to find.
What the hell?
I should point out that while you're eating shawarma, she speaks very little, but sits next to you as opposed to across from you.
That's nice.
Halea. Once it becomes clear that the threat from Broken Flight has been essentially neutralized thanks to their defeats both at Carefrost and in Quebec City, Lenore is able to come out of hiding. Seven makes zero mention about where they potentially were. There isn't even any official mention that she was in hiding in the first place. The official reason was a ski vacation. However, this does give you the opportunity, if you wish, to influence how Halea may be punished for this. So I'm going to ask the three of you. First, I'm going to ask you to give your thumbs. Yeah, you'll have to be able to see the thumb. I don't know if it's blocked by the machine. So, a thumbs up will mean that you are voting for mercy for Halea, and then we'll get into like how much mercy. A thumbs down is that you believe that she should fry for her crimes. And you can keep your thumb in the middle if you literally do not wish to participate at all. This isn't about degrees, so it's not about like a kind of thumbs up. It's either you believe that she should be treated with mercy, you believe that she should be thrown to the dogs. I say nothing.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Zip patches. Why nothing?
I figured the others would speak. I figure, because I think it should be somewhere in the middle.
Kung Fu Fighters. Sorry, one sec.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Fighters. Fuck you. That's an excellent joke. Brahm's married to a white rabbit. And the Matrix. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm good.
I will say that Sophia, if she
Yeah, the fuck you of friendship.
if she sees that Patches isn't saying anything publicly, she will ask her privately what she thinks, because Brum and Patches were the two that were like directly influenced by Halea one way or another, and so she's very
I mean, if those were
She
my
cares.
two options, I don't think either applies.
well. We
So-
were just told that there would be different degrees of mercy, right?
Yeah,
it's either
but-
like if you don't think she should be killed, then that would count as mercy. But do you think she should be imprisoned for life? That's still
Yeah,
a form
it's
of
fine.
mercy in this.
It's fine.
Does Patches say anything to
It-
Sophia when she asks?
Well, yeah. I mean, I would just say that other people are free to speak. I'm assuming that by not voting, I'm not waiving all ability to influence the rest of the outcome. Yeah. So, like, I'm happy to give my testimony, but
So what does mercy mean for the two of you? Other than, a healer in Overwatch.
Oh, very good. How did I? Okay. Brahm is, just given his own experience, is pretty adamant, at least semi-publicly, that
Mercy.
Mercy is pretty adamant that if somebody commits a terrible crime and does so because they were sort of like quote unquote under the influence or because they were, oathbound or whatever, that they should be that their punishment will be how they feel about themselves, that their guilt will be their own.
So you believe that she should be not punished, that she will punish herself.
Not quite, but that but that her
Patches
own.
has words.
I'm ready for those words. But that her guilt will, in fact, or at least in his mind, her guilt will be a strong punishment that needn't be doubled down on. Perhaps I'll put it that way.
Sophia?
What's the incarceration system like for the Fae?
What's the going rate for
Like,
treason these days?
Do we have dungeons? Do we
Fucking
have?
dab.
You literally have a dungeon in your freehold.
Yeah, I know, but like officially for treason and stuff. Ours is an unofficial
Yeah.
dungeon.
It's like, small county.
I mean,
commoner
like,
muse.
I mean, can somebody be sentenced
Black
to
Ops site.
imprisonment of a period of time?
Yes.
Sorry.
And are there
Talk
official
about Black Ops
places
site.
where that happens?
Yikes.
I mean, most large freeholds have a place to hold somebody. Just kind of a holdover from castles, right? Castles have dungeons.
Okay.
As a federal prisoner, it would probably be Taranar where she would be held. However, there are other ways to punish them. You can place gaiases upon somebody to, restrict their ability to move around. You can have them swear oaths that they, this is how
Sophia's
she got
done.
into this problem.
Done with oaths. She's so done with oaths.
And it could be chimerical death. It could be real death. Fey death is never sanctioned by a government.
No, I think Sophie is voting for a period of incarceration. And that's her opinion, but she's not going to give any suggestions on period of time, but her vote is incarceration.
So Brahm's vote is a hearty handshake. Sophia's vote is prison. Patches is not saying anything, but clearly has opinions anyway. Is that
That's our
accurate?
Patches.
That's what I sense here?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm happy to give testimony, if they want to put her on trial. But I'm not going to just openly, pretend that my opinion is important. Everyone's got an asshole.
What does that mean?
Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got
Everyone's
them.
got one.
Everyone's got one. No one
Never
cares.
heard that before. That's amazing.
Halea,
Sorry. Yeah.
Wits for specialty clever retorts, okay? I've got to use it
We
some
got
point.
it. Here it comes.
Halea is sentenced thus. She has no claim to any title and cannot gain title for the remainder of her years. She is essentially banished from the feudal system somewhat, and she is to be imprisoned in a location of her choosing, subject to, she can't be like, Disney World! And they're like, well, damn it.
You must ride the Tower of Terror forever.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Horrible.
Which means that she has the option to once again return to her home. But she must remain incarcerated there for a period of 1 year, at which point they will reevaluate. Now, 1 year may seem like a pretty short amount of time. To a changeling, it's not as much, because remember that you will have a limited amount of time in your lifespan for you to still be changeling, right? Like, you will forget at some point. Banality comes for us all. So, the deal is that being incarcerated for a year and then we'll reevaluate might mean, we'll just throw your ass back in there for a year. But the leniency, both suggested by Brahm and by Sophia, would say that we're not that interested in making sure that you are held in like a deep, dank dungeon for a year. It seems like you swore an oath under false pretense, and that's a really bad mistake. But we also can't not punish you for this, so we're essentially removing you from society for a year for you to reflect and then see what happens afterwards. Patches, if you have any complaints about this, now's the time.
No, I think the official word is fine because, being like, oh, well, you know, I swore an oath to this person and they turned out to be evil. Guess I'm completely absolved of all responsibility is not the correct way to do it.
No, that doesn't sound good either.
Right? You could just be like, oh, I didn't know that they had written a list to murder everyone with the name wrong.
Do.
Oh, you can't prove that I read the list before I swore the oath. No. So, like, you got to be careful about just being like, you're free to go.
That's fair.
So, yeah.
Weirdness, I would say that overall, Disney World is actually, I'm going to disagree with Lemon Eater. Disney World is a place that's designed to A, make dreams come true, and B, inspire and give hope to people of all ages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some, there is a megalomaniac corporation behind it, especially in the World of Darkness, but the corporation doesn't do its business in Disney World, it does its business in offices in like Burbank. So no, Disney World itself, it's a pretty glamorous place. Yeah, people don't get paid perhaps as much as they should, but that's true of basically everywhere.
It is
but
definitely, yeah.
But a lot of people who work at Disney do so because they desperately love making people happy.
There are so many other corporations that, like, make their money and don't spark joy in exchange, so...
Yeah.
It's
This is
not the most banal place on earth,
Yeah.
I'd say.
This is not a hot take. This is a opinion. I don't believe I'm necessarily correct.
Keep your bingo card, Aragorn. No hot takes here.
I'll take.
I'll take.
After
you want to scooch in a tiny bit? You're
Scooch.
there, yeah, I think that's good. Thank you.
I didn't mark it. Well, there you go. After Halea is Claude. Halea selects as her location to serve her sentence. She selects the Kingdom of Burning Sands.
Like, okay. Which I don't have the. Oh, I do have the map
you
in
do.
front of me. It's like Arizona, right? It's like
Oh,
down that way.
just
Where? Here we go. Comment in on this map. Oh, that's Burning Sun.
Oh,
Is that what?
And then there's
Right.
White Sands.
Oh,
So
I've-
Burning
I've
Sun is
mixed two
West
things.
Coast, White Sands is Florida.
It's White Sands. Sorry.
Okay.
Nice.
My bag.
Ah, Care
White
Flamingo.
Yes.
What the shit? It's a cool place. It's like the.
She's selected a Boys and Girls Club. Do you know those?
No, I'm not sure what that is.
A Boys and Girls Club is like a volunteer organization for disadvantaged youth.
Okay, sort of like a Big Brother, Big
Yeah, Big
Sister
Brother, Big Sister,
program
that
kind of
kind
thing.
of stuff.
Cool.
So she's volunteering essentially there. She states that the main reason that she's choosing this place is because she definitely doesn't want to stay at her home. And she doesn't know how to deal with, right now, the people in her life, especially Claude. So she's like, I'm going to create some distance. If he wants to, he can come down and we can talk, but I'm not going to force him to. Paris, however, decides to go down with her. So that's Halea down.
Very cool.
That's so then Claude. You're gonna have to unfreeze Claude.
We will. We are right now.
We also, I assume, like, release Bully to the
Oh, Bully disappears.
What do you mean disappear?
Straight, well, like, as in you hand them off to the authorities,
Okay.
and they're like, yeah, he's not good.
No. It's like, here you go, authorities. We
Yeah.
caught him.
Bully is charged with forcing various people under his command to do horrific things, and his excuse that he was thinking that he was trying to prevent the long winter does not go over well with the monarchy when his excuse was, I wanted to end the monarchy. He is killed.
Damn.
Cool.
There is no mercy for him. It's not fey death, but it is real death.
Damn.
He was literally committing treason constantly, high treason. And Lenore, although she is loath to do so,
understands that if she doesn't come down harshly on this, then the consequences could be incredibly dire. Not to mention the fact that he's responsible for the deaths of many mortals, and there's no way to prove it using the human justice system.
Yeah.
And he's too dangerous to be kept in a prison. So they kill him. Whether or not this makes you feel good about Lenore, it's up to you. He's killed humanely
Well, sure.
by
Guillotine?
Brahm.
Oh.
What?
They're like, Brahm. Okay, here. We're going to put you in this hammock.
Okay.
And at one end of the hammock, there's
Yeah.
a timer.
Okay.
It's got a random time on it. We're going to put Boley underneath the hammock.
Do I get to nap in the meantime?
Yes.
Great.
And then at some point, the hammock's just going to dump you onto Boley and crush him to death.
I was thinking more like from Ocean's 11, where the guy goes in on George Clooney. I don't remember what his name is. Bruiser or something. The the guy who goes to rough him up and he's actually in his pocket or his friend or whatever.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be one of those.
But yeah.
Okay, so I
Boley
crush him to
is
death from a hammock.
Straight up killed.
Sweet.
Cool.
Because he also does not repent.
Right. That was yeah.
He's like, I was doing it for the long winter. I still believe it's for the long winter. Bah! And they don't like that. So then Claude. Well, this we will actually briefly play out. You need one person in order to unfreeze Claude. Who would that be?
We
Incisor.
need Incisor.
Of course, you need Incisor. After all, she's the one who put him in this situation, right? It's true. So, when you go and get Incisor, she is not okay.
Right.
She does not really like the idea of unfreezing him, but also she doesn't like the idea of keeping him frozen. She's conflicted, as it were.
I mean, it's an important, while I'm sure we all appreciate it, Claude is a member of the family, so to speak, here at the Spark, and we got to get him back. Holy crow, Batman.
You remember the promise that we made.
I don't like it, but I'll adhere to it.
Oh, I figured you might. Incidentally, this is going to be December 15th that this occurs.
Okay.
That was a Sunday. We're accelerating. This is after Halea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we basically wanted to know what her situation was.
Incisor has requested that Claude not know that it was my idea.
What do we tell him?
That I did it.
You want to martyr yourself for us in that way?
Claude can forgive a red cap. Claude can see that I did it for the security of the Freehold. He might not like it. He might be pissed at me for a while. I get it. I can't take his sunshine away.
That makes sense.
Unless you think otherwise.
I'm not a fan of lying.
Hmm?
I'm not a fan of hiding people from difficult truths. It's the whole reason why I re-enchanted him.
He should know, Incisor. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you've done so much, and
He's gonna be fucked up over this.
And he wouldn't have been fucked up if you had just frozen him for months.
Nobody fucking hates me anyway.
well, how about this? We'll unfreeze him, we'll catch him up on everything, and I'll speak to him privately and tell him. All right? I'm not just gonna launch this at him as soon as
You're
he...
not
no,
telling
no,
him.
no.
Somebody else can tell him, but you're not telling him. Promise is a promise is a promise.
All right, well, I miss him. Can we... Can we bring him back, please?
Well, I kind of like him like this. It's a joke. I'm joking.
Screw you, bro.
What? See, it's funny.
Look, we can put things in his mouth.
Well, a little stick of chewing gum.
Yay!
Yay, thank you.
You know what? You two can tell him anything you like. He's awake. Down there in the dungeon, you're gonna have to go and get him.
Oh my god, we weren't right there. Holy shit, we run down.
I don't have these sorts of conversations in front of the corpse.
That's
It's a little weird.
corpse. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, and into the dungeon.
Yeah.
Go to
it's-
grab the tea I've been brewing.
Since we froze him.
Yeah.
That's right. It's been long,
It's
steep.
quite heavy. Yeah. Very
Quite
strong now.
drunk.
Halea has long since left. Bully has long since left. And in the first cell on the left, there is Claude. His hair is still carrying some bits of frost, which he's trying to brush away, causing a tiny little snow drift forming around his ankles.
Yeah, we like throw open
Yeah.
the door to the cell and I
Kick
certainly
his
rush
ass.
in. Yeah, I rush in
Grab
definitely.
a blanket, maybe, wrap around him,
That sounds nice.
give him the tea.
The fuck happened there?
Much has happened, Claude. Let's go and find somewhere to sit down. We can tell you all about it.
And why am I so cold? I
You
don't.
were-
I don't get it. Why?
At odds with your oaths. I don't know
What does this have to do with my oaths?
What's the last thing you remember?
I remember Incisor approaching me.
Do you
What was
remember?
before that?
My wife.
Do you remember standing against us and saying that so long as we aimed to stop her, you would try to stop us?
Yeah.
Do you remember drawing a weapon on us?
You're in a position where there was no way for you not to break an oath. You either would have to act against her or allow us to act against her, or break your oath to the crown. You're in a no-win situation.
What happened?
She's alive and well and free of the oaths she swore to a terrible, terrible person who has faced the consequences of his crimes.
Broken Flight is weakened.
All but
Broken
gone.
Flight is effectively over. I mean, that doesn't mean that somebody won't pick the name up, but
Broken
like,
Flight is disbanded.
yeah.
It's shattered. It's broken. No, not the right time.
Not
I
the
see.
right time. And I thought my jokes were bad.
How long have I been out?
Too long.
It has been the better part of a month, my friend.
2 weeks.
A month?
No, it's
Oh,
December
no,
15th
December,
now, right?
right?
Yeah,
Sorry, I was thinking November. No, Halloween, October 31st, November 1st. So it's,
Oh, shit.
oh yeah,
Like a
sorry.
month and a
No,
half, yeah.
yeah, I keep somehow
When did you get married?
erasing.
Yeah, Brom. When
It was
did
the
you get
Sunday.
married?
It was the Sunday before all that crazy shit went down. So Sunday the 15th of November,
Yeah.
I think.
So
So it's been
So
a
it's
month.
1
okay,
month.
sorry.
Okay.
I
Yeah, nailed it. Sunday.
I
yeah, it's
somehow
been.
kept erasing the duration of November in my brain.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
No month. We had to take decisive action for our own good, but of course for yours, my friend.
Who is we?
We, all of us here at the Spark.
So you all got together in one tiny little reunion and you decided that I was going to get iced for a month?
What do you think you would have done if you hadn't been down here in the last month, Claude? Because we were actively working against your wife and against Broken Flight. What would you have done exactly?
Oh, I see. Now is the appropriate time for you to get angry
I'm
with me.
saying this was mercy, and you'll see that.
Who did it? It was Incisor, wasn't it?
Why do you assume it was?
Because she was the last memory I have.
I say nothing, and I don't let my face betray anything.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
Okay.
manipulation subterfuge roll.
Okie dokie. Coming in hot, folks. Botch. Hooray!
Yes.
Brom. Also, I assume that's what's happening there.
I think it's Brom.
I really like the end of that song.
Oh yeah, no, it's great.
Well, so I'm sure I just break out into this big goofy grin
You just start
instead.
crying.
it was you.
Shit, fuck, shit.
You made her do it.
She had Sophia figured out a way that we could not have to fight you, not have you fight yourself.
I became inconvenient.
No, Claude.
He starts to try to leave the dungeon.
He can, but I'm gonna follow him. You can be pissed at us all you fucking want, but you
Oh, I'm
don't.
glad that I have your permission.
But you,
He gets into the elevator.
I'm gonna get in the elevator with him, or I'll hold the I'll put my arm in the door. You absolutely have every right to be pissed off.
Now I understand how she stays so beautiful. Because she has friends to catch all the dirt that comes her way.
We are your friends, Claude. We got pulled into all of this looking for you because you went missing. And we saved you from being torn apart.
I'm so glad that you're able to speak so eloquently in defense of your friend. And as soon as you do this, the doors.
Yeah, exactly.
So like it's actually just kind of
Yeah.
like a grate that comes across. It's not a
Yeah.
straight up door.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can still see him through it? That's sad.
And the song that plays as the elevator goes up is the song that never ends.
What's that doing on our elevator playlist?
And then the three of you are standing there.
I mean, we could have killed him, I guess. I guess he'd be happier if we killed him, right?
Perhaps now he would be happier, but I'm sure he just needs...
Murders his wife, that would have ended it quickly.
True.
Kicked him out of the Golden Braid. Let him become a conspirator with people trying to take down the crown.
I think you're both right. He needs some time to get some perspective on the events that led him here. You're right, Patches, of course. He has every right to be angry. Doesn't mean he shouldn't lash out at the same time.
He'd be pissed off that we froze him.
We took away his agency.
Yeah.
He couldn't...
For his own fucking good.
Exactly. He couldn't use his agency to do anything that wouldn't put him at risk.
I can't apologize because I don't regret it.
That's what being a real friend is. It doesn't mean being sweet and nice and kissing their ass to be your friend. It means making the tough choices to save their asses.
Anyway, I'm just going to give him time, and if he wants to talk, I'll be around.
Mm.
Yeah, so I guess you two should know that I would do the same for you. Or to you.
Thank you.
Or do you? I hope to be strong enough to make the right decision if that time ever comes as well. I should contact the other members of the Golden Braid to let them know they might be getting a phone call that they don't expect.
I'm going to be in the workshop.
Goodbye.
Garden. Nick.
To get to the garden, you have to go through the exhaust.
I know.
Can you mute me?
Bye.
Brom? I'll stand here and face a corner like I usually do. and
That's
power
right.
Down.
Well, have they made me into a statue yet? I'd love to just be a statue for a while. I will ride up with Sophia to the exhaust. I have nowhere to go at the moment. Perhaps I will go see Kyoko.
Oh, that's an interesting choice.
I should tell her that Claude is... Okay.
When you get up to the... So you're taking the elevator up?
Yes,
The two of you together?
correct.
Well, the song that plays as the elevator goes up would be perfect for this situation right here.
You could have.
No. It's...
Horrible.
Oh, I just need to make sure that I have the title correct, but I know exactly what it is. It's Perfect by Simple Plan.
Sorry, I can't be perfect.
I mean, no song sounds good squeaked out on an elevator. I'm putting that out there right now. I think I'm just going to stand in sullen silence in the elevator here.
When you get to the top, you see that Claude has gone behind the bar, and he is pulling every bottle and putting it down and checking and seeing all the people who have used his shit and gone behind his bar.
He's going to be very angry.
I cross through the exhaust and go out to the garden.
So, some people, when they get angry, you know how they deliberately I'm not even looking at you. I can't even see you. If I don't look at you, you don't exist. He just tracks you
Damn.
the whole time, not saying anything, but he just watches as you go right past him and out into the garden. What do you do?
I will walk up to the bar, maintain a safe distance wherein he you can't punch me. Do you?
He's short. He doesn't have a whole lot of arm span.
Well, yeah, I'm still far enough away. Do you need any help with this, Claude?
Yes. I know what help I need. I need to do this alone.
Understood. I am here if you need to speak to me at all, as are we all. I will say nothing more, Claude. Simply that I am very happy to see you again.
You understand more than anybody. But it wasn't your decision, was it?
No.
You know what we have to do when we are faced with our odds.
Getting the agency back in my life was the most painful and the most freeing experience that I think I have ever had. I am sorry. I don't wish it upon anybody. Good day, Sir Claude. I give him a curt nod, and I go to walk away.
You doing anything specific in the garden?
No.
You're just being in the garden?
I'm pulling the Zeron thing of like hair blowing in the breeze.
I thought you were gonna scratch a
Kick
tree
rocks.
trunk or
The
whatever.
Zeron
Kick
special.
rocks!
While you're out there pulling the Zeron special,
Wish I had long hair.
It's just like
Snoop.
how long do you stay out there?
until somebody else comes out.
One eternity later.
I'm gonna say 3 months. Yeah.
Whoa!
3 months.
You want to experience what Claude experienced, but threefold.
Exactly.
You kind of-
Yeah.
Nice. Guilt.
I'll report the following things.
Okay.
Claude fixes up as best he can the bar, putting things back in their place. It doesn't take him very long once people leave him alone. He is a boggin after all. And then the next morning, there is coffee, there is breakfast. It's all laid out. But he's not there. This is how it goes for until somebody tries to talk to him again. He will be the proverbial elves in the shoemaker place. He will do everything he can to make sure that everything is wonderful in the Spark, but only if no one is around to see it.
I would, after a few days, intervene. I'd go up to the kitchen and knock on the door.
We're just going to pause for a second here because we have a couple of other things that we have to sort.
Shit, sorry, Kate.
Oh, yeah.
First, my good friend Brom. Fala is alive and well.
Hey! That's great.
She previously had tried to get into Care Frost, but
Okay.
could not contact you because she was worried that she was being watched. She assisted, although not in an open capacity, with the attempt to retake it. And then once it became clear that everything was fine, she dropped her deception and contacted you.
Okay.
And made sure that you knew that she was fine. She claims that she's going to keep an eye out for Mazer in her travels, but he's a guy who's not above using cold iron. It might be very difficult to scry him for now. We may have to wait until he starts letting his guard down. I'm going to throw something out there in chat. Aragorn, if you have any reason to kidnap Brahm's children forever, now's the time.
I will find you, and I will give you a stern talking to, and take them back.
And marry you if your name starts with a K.
Quare.
Countess. What?
Countess. Can I call you Countess? Ugh.
How about county? How about cow?
Donut
No.
County.
Donut County. You.
What do you play Donut County on? Is it PlayStation? Or do you
Yeah.
have it on PC?
PlayStation.
Donut.
It's a lot of fun.
Mortal Kombat.
Queen Laurel, once Carefrost is all sorted, does summon you, the four of you, Kyoko included. And at Carefrost, you are given the following. So the first is that she has pledged to give a gift of everlasting ice to the spark.
Ooh.
Everlasting ice is essentially an impossibility. It is ice that will not melt and will radiate cold. Zister gets fucking hype over this. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with everlasting ice that wouldn't normally be possible, and he is like, so.
Yeah. So he's happy. That's good.
That'll keep the electric bills out.
Yeah. It's the new AC.
So that's one. Two, each one of you is granted the title of Defender of Northern Ice. This is mostly an honorific, and Patches may or may not accept it. It doesn't give you powers.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Steward of the Spark.
Defender of Northern Ice.
That was a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
I will be mother of dragons. But hang on, that doesn't make sense.
Fucker
Damn it.
of dukes.
Yeah.
Finally, each of you are gifted a remarkable gemstone, which counts as 1 9-point piece of dross.
I need to write this down.
And a $100 gift voucher to Bennigan's.
And here's a Starbucks gift card. Oh my goodness.
I have a Starbucks gift card. What do I do with it?
Bribe the stage manager in your life.
Oh.
So those are the rewards that you get.
No, where is that?
Dang.
Defender of Northern Ice basically is like a first impressions bonus
Yeah.
to nobility. Like they're more likely to be like, oh, not everybody gets to be a Defender of Northern
Yeah.
Ice, right? But then after they get to know you, that it sort of is like, oh yeah, it's just
They
one
realize
of your
how
titles.
undeserving we truly are.
Wow.
As they get to know our personality.
Hot Topic gift card. No, that's for Saley.
I have a winning
Emily is
personality.
strange.
Oh.
Flashback.
All right, Sophia, you get a text. Darling, what's going on? Anything of interest? Anything that I need to be involved in? FOMO is sending me into autumn, so if there isn't anything, I think I'll have to take a field trip somewhere more exciting.
And I'm
Hold
just-
on.
Oh.
Patches.
Little multi-text.
Patches, sweetie, it's so good to see Claude back behind the bar, but could you ask him to adjust the mirror? I'm getting tired of this angle. Thank you, dear. Brahm.
Weird.
Oh, Brahm, Please let me know when I can arrange a FaceTime call with you and the boys. We'll be out of pocket for a time and phones won't work. Gus is terribly curious about the dreaming.
I have to respond to that. Yes, of course, allow me to set something up. I'm going to need a return date. I wouldn't say return date. I'm going to need to know when they're coming back.
Okay. Well.
And like maybe an ominous 3 dots.
Sophia?
Yeah.
I respond with, it's taking a while for things to get back to normal, but hopefully they will soon. Can we expect a visit from you in the near future? ? Miss you, gal. Smiley face.
One of these.
Heart eyes.
Patches.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's a
the-
good one. No, that's a good one.
Are you responding to that, or?
I respond with the little. I believe it's
Eggplant
called a
emoji?
Naruto is actually what I believe it's called. It's the little swirly thing that you get in ramen, which I've now decided is the universal knocker emoji.
Nice.
It's this little red swirl in a white
Oh,
background.
nice.
Yeah,
Red swirl.
So that's all. And a thumbs up.
And a thumbs up.
From the responses, time is an interesting thing to ask about, and about 12 periods after that.
Okay. 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 I offer to set up. I ask Kyoko if she can set us up on a video call at some point, and I, get the details to where. And I bite my tongue about that most recent text and try to keep my anxiety down.
Sophia, are you inviting me? Party? Are you throwing a Yule festival? And then to Patches, oh, I get it. Lovely.
Respond with,
Oh my God,
I don't
so many
know
texts.
how Yuli people are feeling
Bleh.
at this time, but whenever is convenient for you, you are more than welcome.
Patches, you then want to go and see Claude? We're busting through all these things, and springtime's busting out all over.
Scott, can I pass this to you if you'll get it?
Hydration.
So you're specifically trying to see Claude out.
Yeah.
You can find him in his kitchen.
Yeah. So I knock on the door.
Go away.
Knock again.
The door just rips open, and you see Claude, and he's got an apron on, and it's like a little too big for him, and his face is like sprinkled with flour, and his hands are all like also like got like dough sticking to it.
I realize baking is something that you need to be attentive to timing on. So once you are done, I will come back. But I will come back.
Nobody cares about timing around here. If they cared about timing, then they wouldn't interrupt me. The door slams.
I'm gonna adjust the mirror behind the bar.
Okay. He doesn't notice.
Yeah, now I know.
Uh,
Done.
After a while, you
Yeah.
stop hearing banging in the kitchen.
Knock, knock, knock.
Sophia, by the way, you're getting a text. Sweetest Sophia, my Baroness, recall again why we celebrate Yule. It isn't just about how well red and green, silver and blue can make a room appear lovely. I'll keep an eye out for an invitation. Talk to you later. Or, sorry, TTYL.
I respond back, little heart. Just a heart emoji.
I knock again. How would you like a stand mixer that can keep up with you?
I've got the stand mixer.
Yes, but it doesn't go at boggin speed.
Yes, it does. So here's the thing. that's still considered manual labor. It will go as fast because he can make it go that quickly. That's his ability.
There goes my foot in the door.
But what you can do is you can be like, I can get you a stand mixer that can have like a much more powerful motor with more torque, so that you can make bigger things in it. Or I can make you a stand mixer that'll also play the hits. I don't know.
Yeah. What's your favorite drink?
Gin.
Straight?
Gin.
I unfortunately can't ask you to teach me how to make gin. Can I? I guess we can make gin. You'd be interested in learning how to make gin?
Well, if I have a friend who makes gin, like sells it. What are you trying to do? You're extending an olive branch. What do you want?
To interact with you outside of your wonderful food and beverage.
Thank you.
How do you even stand me? Nobles,
Same way
right?
anyone ever stands me.
Nobles with their fucking heads up their fucking asses.
Hey, I'm collecting titles with every passing month, it seems. Now I get to be Defender of Northern Ice. Yeehaw.
Who's that? Laurel?
Think you should get it.
I didn't earn it.
You were on ice. Oh, Christmas! We're so happy to be here with us.
Get out.
I'm gonna leave and head down to the SAQ around the corner and get a very nice bottle of gin. And come back
Okay.
with it. And continue to try to massage this relationship.
Malcolm.
That's so funny.
Patricia, I'm not entirely sure whether I should remain here. I sort of feel as though I'm cramping your style, as it were. I can continue work on my experiments.
We're no longer under any sort of major threat, and I certainly hope we aren't going to encounter anyone else who's going to be trying to capture and kill our friends. So,
I thought I'd return home.
home, across the pond.
Yes, across the pond. Is that what they say here?
Is that not what you say there? We all say it. You said you wanted to work with me on a pig. Suppose we did. You got to know me a bit better.
I'm not saying that I'm leaving forever.
Do you feel like the goals of your trip were accomplished?
Were they?
Is your trip?
It's your father.
It's nice that you're more than just a childhood memory and a voice on the other side of the phone.
I've been given a gift that I've been reassured that as long as I keep it on me, I shan't forget you. In the eventuality that I might, come and find me.
You'll still remember having visited and the feelings and
Oh, I'll still be able to
Tide
see.
shifts. With
It's-
or without it.
And he reaches into his pocket. He pulls out a stone with a hole in the middle.
Neat.
You have Greymare, right? So it used to be thought that if you could find a stone with a natural hole that went through it, and you looked through it, you could see fairies.
Oh, so cute.
Oh.
That's super cute.
Classic folklore. Oh,
Safe travels.
I always knew you were remarkable. I didn't know the world felt the same way. And he claps up his big, like, VIP, right? Like, and does up the latches. I'm going to make my exit rather quiet, if that's all right with you. I don't like goodbyes, and
Is there a particular someone you want to not say goodbye to?
hello.
goodbye, Patricia.
I'm taking your new mom back with me. Is she going with him?
Saily way, saily way, saily way.
Love it.
So he leaves. You've been writing up the storm. I don't know whether you're doing something else or.
No, Sophia was writing a letter to Claude, but it turned out to be more of like a bullet point list, and it's not very legible. So
Turned out
I
to be like
feel-
a ballad.
I feel embarrassed
Power
to
ballad?
pass it or share it.
Aw.
I put you on ice.
Oh, I used to be nice.
It wasn't very
boy.
nice.
Oh, God, that makes more sense, yeah.
Shame. A tremendous shame.
I mean, you could sum up the intentions of the letter, and we can all just know that Sophia's a.
Neither of us have pubic
Yeah, but I don't know
lice.
when she would share it with me, because
Okay,
it's only
that's
been, what,
fair.
a day?
No, I
few
won't include that
days,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, not yet.
There's got to be a better
She
rhyme
wants
in
to
here
give him
somewhere.
time.
Do you have a personal belief in Jesus Christ?
Again, I don't know if that one really works.
Mab's like, nah, I got this. Songwriting's my thing.
Boo, 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 bay, bay, bay. I got this.
Babe, babe.
So you're just leaving him alone? Or
Well,
do you
she
wanna...
wants him to have like a good long time.
Because you can
'Cause he's-
roll and tell me what your bullet points are.
I can roll?
Yeah, you can roll. You can roll for this.
Roll to see if my letter's good enough?
Yeah.
Well, can we like fast forward through like a Yule celebration that she does do because Countess Ware inspires her, and this will be her Yule gift to him?
So I wonder... I don't know how easy it will be to drag Aragorn into this.
Oh no, I mean, like we don't
we
even
have
need to play
Yule.
out Yule, but like Yule happens. Where is there?
Nice.
Boing. And
Sophia's gift is...
and she shares a letter with Claude. I don't know how people feel about that.
That sounds great.
Hold on.
I have a gift for you, Kyoko. It's a house. It's actually Patch's gift to me, to you.
Why do we have...
Waited
to,
until Yule to tell her?
You're the worst.
Where do you think I've been going this past month? Splash water in the face. Oh, what?
You've just been like crashing at your house.
No, it's
alone.
a joke. It's a joke, guys. God damn it.
It's real bachelor pad, you see.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can.
Yeah,
set
we're
up
just
her
gonna
participation
fast
on
forward over Yule.
Yeah.
That's what we said.
it. But Brom's still waiting for answers about his kids.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that is true, too. We'll talk. Sometime. Got my eyes on you, Ware.
Okay, well, anyway.
So
the
tell me
let-
your bullet points.
Yeah. So the whole point of the letter is that she's basically saying that them freezing him was her reasons for doing it were selfish. They are selfish because of the following reasons. These are the things about Claude that I couldn't handle not having in my life anymore. And like lists it out.
And the last thing on the list is the way you look at me when you call me the sun. I know that I may never see that look again, but I would rather have this, that you're furious with me, but you're with us. Selfishly, I need you here with us.
So sweet.
Sophia.
Okay.
Countess Sophie.
Baroness Sophia,
Baroness, sorry.
defender
Countess,
of...
The defender of Northern Ice.
Defender of Northern Ice, that you're not, because we put you on ice.
Because you were on ice. I overheard the joke Patches told you, and it was really funny, lol.
We laugh
LO.
at your expense.
LOL.
LOL. Lots of love. So.
Toodles, comma. I want you to roll me.
Yeah.
Expression isn't.
It is.
Oh, it is.
It is in this game. This
All
one.
right.
It
well,
is.
Then this is going to
We need a
be.
standardized system.
You're being honest. So this is a charisma expression roll.
Silver-tongued?
You're not talking to her.
Yeah.
Silver finger.
What if I lick the paper?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
And then I said it, and I went, ooh.
Ugh.
Oh, her. They're licking the paper.
Your difficulty is 8.
I'm
gonna spend a willpower.
Vampire
Okay.
came here. They would like.
It probably would have been less, but Brommed it up. So
Excuse me.
you botched.
I did. I did. I was so excited to roll too. I was so excited.
Okay, so that's... Oh, so that's none.
You failed.
Well, I failed, but I spent a willpower, so I didn't.
You would have botched. Aw.
Yeah.
Phew.
That would have been a
He's
thing.
so excited. Shucks.
I know exactly what would have happened if you had botched, by the way.
Paper
Oh,
cut.
want
Claude, go.
That's sad.
oh, it would have been glorious. Folks, this is probably the worst part of the game in 116 episodes that she didn't botch this roll. I'm kidding. Okay, so you send the letter.
Yeah. I don't feel good about it suddenly for some reason, but I can't quite explain why.
Still a really sweet letter.
Thank you.
It's one night when you're getting to bed. Mab has curled up in her bed, and there's hands waving around a little bit as she's like directing an orchestra that no one can see.
So fucking cute.
I go to the door.
Claude's standing there, and he's just got his arms crossed in front of his little chest, and he's all tiny and standing there. And he's looking up at you.
Would you like to sit down?
Barrels on through into the room, and he looks around at your way too nice living room, and he sits down on your couch. He's a knight. He's allowed to do that.
I put on some tea.
Doesn't want any tea, but if you're making it, then fine. Have tea.
What happened to your voice, Claude?
I need to know how you feel about me.
You do.
Yes. I need to know how you feel about me. I don't need to hear these words of nobility or these wonderful poetry.
What's poetry? It was a hastily written list of everything I could think of that I would
I
miss
can make
if you
something
weren't in
with
my
my
life.
hands. I can make something. I can make a pie and give it to you. I could build you a chair that you could sit on. I could mend your shoes. It is a thing that you can see, that you can understand, that you can experience. I can
So?
do these things, and they're real to me. speaking with words like this, it isn't the real, it is a fantasy.
Well, then I'm really sorry because that's all I am. I'm music and poetry and writing and speaking.
You're not.
And for the last 2 months, I've been told by this broken flight that nothing I say matters or means anything or, oh, I'm just a lie. It's just a lie. So it's great to know that you feel the same.
You sing and you create music and you are an artist, but you also are somebody capable of freezing me for a month. So you're not just this. How do you feel about me?
What do you want me to say?
He looks adorable when he gets mad. He can't help it, but that doesn't make this any less hard on you.
Do you want me to say I'm sorry? Because I won't do it. I admitted in the letter that it was selfish of me to ask Incisor to freeze you, and it is. It's selfish because I couldn't stand the idea of waking up and going downstairs and knowing that you weren't there. And I know that a lot of the reasons why you are so angry with me is because you can't understand how someone could feel that way about you.
I washed my hands, it's okay.
But I do, Claude. You want to know how I feel about you? I love you. And you don't think you deserve it, but you do. And I will keep telling you that every single day. If you don't believe me now, you will. I can't say anything else.
You know, it's not my job to make coffee. It was never my job to make coffee. It was never my job to create breakfast or arrange for it to be there on the bar. I only started it when you showed up. I've been thinking about why. I've been wondering whether it is because an old boggin has seen something that he cannot trap, but at least he can lure it. Perhaps he's lucky enough that every day she comes downstairs to drink coffee, and maybe she'll decide to stick around when Zister gets his ass back into the field. But I kept making it. And I don't know whether it is because that it made me feel better about myself that I was finally doing something to contribute, or whether it's because I still needed to lure you. Do you know how difficult it is to get a bird to step onto your hand? You have to remain very still, very silent. And you have to hope that eventually the bird will realize that you cannot hurt it. That you are merely offering whatever you can. I've watched many people love you. And the only way I could tell you is by being very still and hoping you would keep coming back.
I said I couldn't say any more, so. You've heard me out, and I appreciate it.
Do you believe that there was no other way? Or was it simply the easiest?
The only other way I could see was you lying in a puddle of your own blood on the floor.
Stands up. Okay. He walks slowly, his tea untouched. Because he's a bad guest. Actually, it's not because he's a bad guest. You can't force somebody to drink tea. And he goes to the door, and he puts his hand on the doorknob. Do you know how hard it is to love Alea? And do you know how easy it is to love you?
This is the thing, Claude. You love people whether or not they've earned it.
Do you believe that you've earned it?
No.
Then I'll continue standing still. And he opens the door.
I just want to go to touch his hand that's on the door frame.
Like on the doorknob, touch
Yeah.
his hand, not like the other hand, or not
no,
grabbing
no,
his
just
hand,
just
like pile driving him.
yeah.
Here, well, social distance, touching hands.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. He approved.
I'm really glad you're back with us, Claude.
Do you need me to forgive you?
I don't want forgiveness that's not true. I've been called a lie so much in my life. I need something to be true. So no, I don't need forgiveness unless it's real.
I cannot forgive you if you are not sorry. But there is a difference between being sorry and apologizing.
I'm sorry that I hurt you.
I know why you did what you did. Patches got to be gin. Brahm has been doing a very good job of staying away from me because he knows. Roll me your perception empathy, please.
Insightful?
Oh, yeah. Brahm, by the way,
sympathy.
prepare for a FaceTime call. How do I do this?
Hello, can you see me? Can you hear me?
It's 5 successes.
His heart's racing. He feels like he's trying to say things that he's been trying to say for a long time. And he can't be that angry with you. In fact, what you're trying to do here is be making him less angry with himself.
You know, this bird image that you've conjured up is really lovely. Maybe the bird liked where she flew to every day, because maybe she found her family. Maybe she liked it. You don't just need to lure a bird somewhere. Maybe that's where they want to be.
Okay.
Okay.
He'll try to leave at this point.
I will let him leave.
Bye.
Your phone rings, but it's that different ring. That ring that means it's a video call.
Okay, so Braun definitely doesn't know that that's him for a sec. He's like, what the hell is that noise? He's like looking around.
The shit.
Then he figures out that it's his phone and he like goes to answer it and he's like, oh, all right. Hello? Hello?
Dad, you see Aiden. Now here's the thing. You don't see his face self, you can't, because you don't have a magic motion box.
Very good. Very true.
So you see your, teenager. It's a different haircut now.
It's just a mohawk.
No, it's an undercut.
Sick.
Shit.
Braum is secretly really proud. Like excited. I mean, not proud, but that's awesome. Aiden.
Hey, Dad.
Hello. How on earth are you doing? Oh,
Are you safe?
am I safe? Yes.
Then I'm doing great.
That's
I'm
good
learning
to hear.
so much, Dad.
What are you learning about? What is the Countess teaching you?
About, the way the world really is, showing me how things have changed, all the things that are responsible, that we're responsible for. And magic.
Okay, I'm gonna hone in on that for a quick second, because I feel like he kind of was, trying to dodge it a little bit. Magic, you say? Has the Countess Ware been teaching you how to use some of that power?
Dad, did you know that everything has a name?
No, I didn't know that. Everything, you say?
Yeah. Everything's got a name. And it's like we have I have a name that I don't even know yet, because you should wait a year before you find out. But don't tell her, but I kind of been working on trying to figure out what my own name is. But if you know something's name, then you can learn about who they really are. I mean, and not even just, what they've done, but what their place in the whole universe is. And their past and their present and their future, and it's all rolled up into one.
Does that interest you, Aiden? Knowing what has happened to someone, what will happen to them?
I spent my entire life not knowing who I was, Dad.
Yeah.
I spent my entire life not knowing who you were.
Yeah. I know.
But you've got a name. And that's a start, right?
We all have several. The one we give to ourselves, to the world, the the one that we prefer to use, and of course, as you say, our true name. That which has power over us and over our destiny.
The Countess says that eventually you can learn to change a name.
Does that seem dangerous to you? That's leading the witness,
Well,
but anyway.
That's part of the reason why I'm not doing it right away.
It's your job.
Yeah, it's fair. That's a good point.
Because if I do it right away, then it's. She said that it wasn't like handing me a gun; that it was like handing me a nuclear weapon. Well, that's not the word she used, but
No.
Gus told me that was.
Oh, Gus knows about this, does he?
Oh, Gus isn't interested in names. He's interested in other things.
Oh, well, I'll have to ask him about that. I'm much more interested in this names business right now, anyway.
You're lying to me. You know about names the whole time.
I knew something about them. But if I'm being honest with you, I've never been able to learn secret names in the way that you have, certainly.
I'm just so. I'm so ready. I'm ready to learn so much. Do you know how to read names?
No.
You can't. Oh.
I like to think that if I got really persuasive, I could learn the true name of something, someone. But as it turns out, my son, I am not that persuasive. It's a tangled web that you're headed into, something I've never managed to get my head around. But from what I hear, it's in fact not a web. It's more of
Can I come back for Yule?
Of course. Well,
I want to show you what I've learned.
Inner monologue, hot diggity dog. Also, holy shit. Outwardly, No, I'm good. Eden, I'm very proud of you. It sounds like you've been very attentive and very curious, and those are both important traits when one is.
Then you hear Gus. Would it be all right if I spoke with him? Gus wants to say hi.
All right. Be well, Aiden. I'll see you at Yule. Be careful, and let me know if the Countess wants to take you anywhere you don't want to go.
The back of a Volkswagen?
Why did she tell you about that?
Anyway, here's Gus. And the phone gets passed over
Yeah.
to your younger son. He's dressed in a cravat.
What the shit? Like, where did he even...
What a little gem.
Ah, Gus.
Hello, Dad.
You should
Hello
say
to
father.
you.
No.
No.
Papa?
No. Some things don't.
Son, hello.
Pater.
I don't know whether to say good morning or good evening. Haha. How have things been? Are you well?
The Countess Ware is an excellent governess.
She is. Is that because she lets you get away with whatever you want?
Oh no. She is very good at distracting my brother.
I see.
He's been learning an awful lot.
Does Gus seem concerned or excited by that fact?
Oh, sorry. I thought I wasn't shaking my head to be like, no, not concerned or excited. No, he's relieved.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Good. Good. We have to... Well, there's so much to learn in this great wide world.
Absolutely. Do you know that I've been learning how to see?
Well, I thought you were doing that pretty well already.
No, Dad. I'm talking about the use of a cantrip.
A cantrip. Sorry. Stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm going with it.
Kid, your shit, that was
fine.
good.
Yes, Dad.
Yes.
Arts are the magical effects that those who are like us can use. And I've been very interested in soothsay.
Soothsay. That would be where you calm down angry animals, perhaps?
My God.
I fucking flipped the phone over.
I'm stealing your son.
No!
I'm stealing him.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
you
Yeah.
steal the sun. I'm gonna steal.
Dad, you're so amusing.
Thank you. Thank you, Gus.
Soothsay. I'm sure you've heard of it. After all, the Countess says that our father is a hero.
Does she? Well, I have certainly managed to, with my friends, accomplish some things of late that have been important, monumental, perhaps. Heroic
Does that
to
mean
some.
they'll build a monument for you?
I don't think so, son.
Your friend is an architect. I'm certain that she would be able to construct an appropriate monument for you.
I wouldn't want her to.
You stopped me mid as
It could be out of like wood or something really
I was
ironic.
gonna chisel out the Dick Horns picture.
Dick Horns!
But in 3D. In 3D.
I will allow this to happen for sure.
We're learning an incredible amount. It's very intellectually stimulating.
Gus, you've always been very mature.
I thank you so much for saying that.
You don't think that the Countess is teaching you too much too quickly, I hope.
Are you speaking about the distribution of excess power to those who do not have the strength of mind to wield it?
No, I trust your strength of mind.
Then perhaps you can trust the teachings that we are receiving from the Countess.
All right, I will. I know that I can't provide this education for you the way that she has, and in that sense, she has been an incredible friend to me and to you.
She is an incredible friend.
I just want to make sure that when the time is right, you can feel free to return here before you set off to wherever you want to go.
If it's all right with you, I thought that perhaps we could come home for Yule and then maybe discuss what would happen after that.
Of course.
Of course, with you and with Mom.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Of course we can. Yes. We'll have to have two different Yules, of course, but we'll figure it out.
Well, Dad, Mom doesn't understand us.
That's true.
She couldn't. She's a daughter of Eve.
That is one name. It's true. Your brother probably knows a thing or two about names.
He's been learning naming.
Has he?
It's very difficult. I don't really know how to do it myself.
And yet you can see through the mists of space and time.
Oh, not time.
Oh, I see. Just space.
No, that's an application of Chronos.
Oh, I'm going in a tunnel. I can't hear you.
What?
Yep. So bad. It is. It is indeed. I'm so proud of both of you for what you've managed to accomplish with her.
Thank you for keeping Concordia safe, sir.
I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for you.
I hope that one day I'm worthy.
You already are, Gus. It's a longer process to finding out how... take that back. It's just a longer process for you to learn how worthy you are.
Goodbye, Dad.
Be safe and be well. I put the phone down. Yeah, just crush it, throw it in the trash. No, I just put it down. Sit heavily on something.
Which breaks.
Yeah, probably.
Beanbag.
Over Yule, there are presents delivered by where?
Oh.
Brought by
Children?
by the boys.
Oh, okay.
Brom,
Yes.
you get a treasured digital photo display that allows for digital displays of photos taken of the boys as they are with a magic photo box.
Oh.
There are currently 2 photos, one from shortly after Ware took them into her custody and one shortly before the holiday season.
Are they wearing jaunty outfits?
Gus is wearing a sailor suit.
Oh my god.
I am infuriated.
Sophia's thrilled.
I
and
bet
has
she
already made
fucking
up plans
is.
to blow up the photo so we can put it up in the exhaust.
He's gonna be so
Got
embarrassed.
a Pashmina Afghan.
Yes! Oh my god. No, see, that's great.
Gus likes to dress up.
Sweetheart.
Patches. You get a leather work mat treasure for knolling that lets a person lay out objects on it and then roll/fold, bundle it up/unpack it without the objects moving their locations, so she can organize things and then quickly move them.
Oh my god, that would be so
So
useful to have in life.
it sticks to the mat when you roll it up, kind of thing.
Magically, I
Yeah,
see.
that's great. That's very cool, actually.
Sophia,
Yes.
you get an embroidered silk bathrobe treasure that can shift its pattern or color depending on your mood or intentions, with little chameleon symbol details around the edge.
Is that a mood ring bathrobe? Can I get a confirmation here?
Yes,
That's
although
awesome. That's
it
amazing.
has
Amazing.
it's a little more accurate than a mood ring, because
Yes.
a mood ring is basically like, I'm turning blue! And you're like, thanks, mood ring.
Cool. Guess I'm happy now. Yeah, exactly. That's really funny.
Like, does this have anything to do with your mood at all? No! All right, thanks, mood ring.
All right. Thanks, Ollie. That's very funny.
But then you do have to come to some kind of decision as to whether you want to leave your boys here with you and Claire, or whether you want for them to continue their education with another.
Well, of course, this is a conversation I need to have with Claire,
Which
which
could not understand.
that's
So
correct.
it's boarding school.
It's
or
boarding school
nothing.
or nothing. Which of course means I'm not going to speak to her at all. I'm just going to speak to my motley. Because of course they're the people I trust.
I'm so glad that I'm here in my office playing StarCraft.
Why would
It's a conversation about my stepchildren, but apparently he trusts his motley more than anything.
You're
That's
gonna,
all right.
You're going to be in on the conversation at some point.
I wasn't even invited to be a part of the motley.
All right, look.
No, it's all right. Patches gave us a wonderful gift. A home
That's right.
that I can stay in. Alone.
Oh, did you finally tell her?
Perhaps I could clean it for you while you're out. With your daring do.
Did he tell her?
Yes, and I definitely cock an eyebrow at that. In a you would clean while I'm out? I don't think so.
I can be very domestic if you want me to be.
No. I do not.
It's a shame. I have an outfit for it and everything.
Well, I would like to know more about that.
But I understand. Go and discuss the future of your family, and your wife will wait at home and hear the results.
Lady Kyoko,
Yes.
you are the person that I need to hear from last, because your opinion I value most.
I don't know if that's true. Master.
Then I suppose we are both Puka today. I just need to speak with my motley. I bid you good day. I'll see you soon.
Hooray!
I'm just gonna get divorced. Like, fuck, this is terrible. This is not going well at all. I'm just gonna go.
Did you just straight up threaten divorce?
In my head.
Divorce, behead, die, divorce, behead,
Whoa!
survive. All right, working
Hey!
away. Promise, Henry VIII. Okay. No,
But
none
we're
of it's
going-
worked out yet.
Right. Well, until I behead Claire. No, wait, no, that wouldn't work. Be reversed.
Well, because you were married to Claire first, so if you divorced Claire before you beheaded Kay, so to
Yeah.
speak, then that works.
So, you know,
Just kill me.
Kyoko just needs to die.
Die, just needs to kill Bunny. I will, like joking aside, and Aragorn, like, big thumbs up.
I said good days.
I said good day. While joking aside, I do actually want to speak to Kyoko about it. I just wanted to get some hot
Talk to your
takes
motley
from.
first.
I just want to get some hot takes from my
Let's
from my
get
motley.
your hot takes from your motley.
Also, because I imagine that
Don't keep justifying yourself to me.
Okay.
Talk to your motley.
I will. Just because I also want to know how my kids do in front of the others, because I'm sure they're really cute.
We have to go see Six. Is that what it's called? Six? The Broadway show?
Yes,
Oh,
about the
yeah.
queens, right?
Although
the six
I watched
of them.
a clip of it, and I really didn't like the song.
Oh, dear.
But then I heard great things about it. I don't know.
Anyway.
Might be more
Yes.
than one song in it.
Maybe.
I wanted to ask your opinion about something, friends. Both. Aiden and Gus are home, and I couldn't be happier. However, they still have much to learn, and frankly, they're going to have to encounter some of the troubles that we all have over the years. I don't really look at Sophia when I say troubles, I guess. I looked at Patches. What?
It was tough climbing my way to the top of the record.
Whoosh. I think that the Countess Weyer has been. She's taken them under her wing in a way that. Excuse me. In a way that I never could. And she's been able to provide them with experiences that I don't think I could have, even given all sorts of free time. However, do you believe that me sending away my sons is neglectful? Or perhaps wrong somehow?
Not it. Whatever works, whatever's best for them. Their consent is important in this. So I think they're both old enough to have free will that you can somewhat trust. Obviously, if Aiden wants to go, get a bunch of face tattoos and do extremely hard drugs that'll wreck his organs forever, I would withdraw his right to consent on those terms.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
Glad we're on the same page there.
if it's a choice between having wonderful adventures with Countess Ware, assuming Countess Ware is also willing to continue this tutoring, or staying here and facing a different reality, I think that's fair. But it's also if you are willing to teach them.
I am. I simply worry that I
will be able... I simply worry that I would be able to give them a wide-ranging enough education. I have a very specific viewpoint on the world, and I can recognize that in
They're
myself.
learning different arts than the ones you are accustomed to.
That is true too.
I think that Gus is young enough and is of a disposition where I don't think he would be unhappy anywhere. But
That's my
Aiden is
guess.
old enough and should be consulted. He's taking an interest in learning and acquiring knowledge and bettering himself. And if this is what he wants to continue to do with Countess Ware, provided that she is so willing,
Oh,
that's
she's
not
willing.
that's not neglectful. That is generous. That's thinking of what's best for them and what they want.
Quite the change has come over Aiden. A transformation, really. I'm not sure what it is. When he...
Being a teenager.
Well, sure. Sure.
You get back home and he's just gnawing on the sofa.
Yeah. Go! And then I take my spray bottle and I go... Oh, that Aiden.
He hisses at you with all those teeth.
Oh! Oh, sweet Jesus! No, I
Mistakes are made.
He told me that when he was awakened, he found his hunger. I wonder whether the Countess has been able to satiate that hunger with knowledge, or at least curiosity. I'm not sure.
Patches, I need to borrow some of your blood to put it in this spray bottle for when my son acts up.
I thought you were just gonna like squeeze out my sweat rag, but
Ugh.
okay.
You have a sweat rag? Okay, hit me up. Let's go. Well, thank you both. That certainly makes sense. I have some considering to do. Part of me also doesn't want them to continue down this path because I'm worried what Aiden might do, if I'm being honest.
What do you mean?
What would he do that he wouldn't do while you were distracted by another crisis in Concordia?
A good point. Naming is very powerful.
Oh,
An aside,
Yes.
naming, so
Oh, yes,
everything
that's
is a
what I
true
thought.
name. Naming can literally change who you are. It can literally change your name, which, basically fucks with your whole existence. It's very powerful. There's also a reason why not a lot of people learn naming, because they're sort of like, let me put it this way. They don't teach a lot of people naming because they're like, this is dangerous, but also because in times of strife, it becomes very tempting to use naming in an offensive way. And that it can be dangerous because also if somebody comes up and is like, well, okay, so round up all the namers and kill them.
Yikes.
but we had a nice example of Countess Ware using naming.
It's true.
Yeah, Wheezy.
Wheezy.
That was great.
Just enough to make her cough at an inopportune time.
Brilliant.
It's true. I'm going to take my my wisdom back to our home, whose address I can't remember, but I believe is in the plateau somewhere.
No,
no,
it's just south of Concordia. It's
Right.
Like
Right.
that near Georges Vanier, which is the metro station that no one ever uses, which is why it's like
Perfect.
discount
That's
property.
where all those commercial auditions are.
Oh yeah.
Don't let
Yeah.
your children play in the.
Ooh.
I have great luck in auditioning there. That was
Yeah,
that
me too,
weird.
actually.
I've booked like 4 things out of there.
See, I've booked one thing out of there, and I've got a lot of callbacks out of there.
There you go.
It's good to us. Oh God, not
And
it.
now I live there. So there.
You showed up here.
Wow. Thank you so much.
There's a definite near there that sells balls still, or at least last I went.
Balls.
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 It's an
The
energy drink.
Oh sure. I knew
Also
what you
testicles.
meant. Right.
That's in the bargain bin at the front.
Sorry, yeah, university here. Sorry.
Concordia University in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. We all have degrees from there. We all have the same degree from there, with different specializations.
Yeah. BFA.
And look where we all ended up.
Theater.
Something.
Yeah.
Still slightly bitter about that.
Excuse me. Oh, I
I'm
see what
using
you
my
mean by that.
Me,
Yeah.
I earned a certificate which they did not give me.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I sort of feel like if I had all the credits required and all the classes required, then that means that I should have the specialization.
Yeah. The piece of paper.
Fucking Robert.
Damn.
Anyway.
Clipped.
Yeah, I'm not as good as these two, but you know, I did the work.
Robert has unsubscribed. Oh, whoa, shit.
Holy
God.
shit.
Bye.
Aragwen, aka Robert, has unsubscribed.
Robert wants to know your location.
Oh, give him a good plug.
My credits for stage managing shows. Fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you.
I am headed back to solicit advice from Kyoko as well. At some point. She doesn't want to give me any. That's fine. It's fine too.
So when you get back, you see that Kyoko is destroying your sons at Smash Brothers. Like, it's not even funny. And the two of them are, like, treating it with good humor. Mostly there's this sort of, like, what? And she's just, like, she's picking random items, no items, final destination, who gives a fuck. She is just, like, wrecking them. And then now they're asking her for tips, and she's
there you
like,
go.
well, don't suck and get good, and then you show up.
This is when you had Junior.
Get good. It's my wife.
Your sons are scrubs.
Excuse me, what did you just call them?
Scrubs.
Do you want to say that again to my face?
Your sons are scrubs.
All right, do you want to go?
Where?
I kind of like look around our lower duplex.
Dad, Kyoko is a puka, so sometimes she doesn't really tell the truth.
Yeah, me. Hashtag dead.
Papa, she has thoroughly bested us.
You know what, Gus? You're right.
But in this situation, she is correct. Compared to her, we are scrubs.
People keep saying that word, and it sounds a lot more offensive than I think it actually is. Throwing it around with casual ease.
Well, there was a song by Destiny's Child.
Yes.
It really did emphasize that there are people out there who don't want no scrubs.
Interesting.
Oh, TLC, what am I saying?
Damn it! Oh, I was
It's
going to
our
make a good
universe.
Wait, no,
Destiny's...
it's Puka! It's Puka! Ha!
Hey, I gotcha. I was going to make a great Destiny's Child joke.
I was too good for my own damn self.
Sometimes the puka just takes over, you know?
Yeah, and they're just sitting on their broke ass.
Yeah, broke ass because I fucking no-stocked them.
I see. Well, there's many mysteries to this game, to which I am not privy. But I'm sure she'll be able to share some tips with you.
Yes,
If
she
you-
absolutely swore in front of her boys. I'm making that 100% crystal clear.
Very clear. And I hope she'll share them with you, Aiden and Gus, if you would like.
I'd be happy to share things with them, but it's their fault that they're choosing D-list tier characters.
Gus, did you or did you not choose the character that looks the most like me?
Which one would that be, Dad?
I point at Ganondorf.
Captain Falcon. Oh, right. Sorry.
If it's on the character select screen. I like look and there's like a bunch of people and I'm like, that one.
I like Corrin.
Of course you do.
I
No son of mine will like Fire Emblem.
will literally break his neck. Yeah,
Oh
here we
my
go.
God.
All right, okay. Ooh, Mr. Ew. Can you boys run along for just a minute? I have to.
Run along, Dad?
Can you give me some space for just a moment, please?
Nice house, by the way, Dad.
Thank you. It was a gift. I know. Someone we know seems to have a bit of money.
Gus, come on, let's go see if there's anything to eat. Is it all right if we take things from the refrigerator, Dad?
Even the pantry.
Thank you. Aiden eats a lot. Gus!
About 60% of a lot of money.
Oh boy.
And then walks away.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Check
Bitcoin
markets.
fucking wrecked.
Oh no, Bitcoin.
But the thing is,
It's nothing sacred.
it bottomed out in one day. It didn't keep crashing every single day for a week, so you know.
Nice, Mitchridge.
Was that the
So you've
George
consulted
of
with
the
your-
I
Jungle
don't
theme
fucking
song?
know.
You've consulted with your Molly.
I have.
Have you consulted with your boys?
No,
Have you consulted with me?
not yet.
Ah,
I would like to do so.
what is it that you want to do? You understand they're your boys.
I do understand that. But you were right to scold me a little bit.
Their presence here affects my life. But that doesn't mean that I get to make a decision about it.
You're right. But I value your wisdom and your judgment. Along with many other facets of you, Kyoko.
I didn't stay with my parents
What do you mean?
when I crystallized.
You left.
There's a reason they weren't at the wedding. I thought that, perhaps it would be strange for them to see a daughter that they haven't seen since she was 7.
Do you know where they are?
No.
Does that bother you?
No.
Gwydion sense?
Difficulty's 9. I mean, it's
Yeah,
Kyoko we're
I was
talking
gonna
about
say,
here,
yeah.
Go for it.
And she's good at keeping secrets.
I always forget if I have 4. No, that's for sure a botch because it's diff 9, right? Is that what you said? Yeah.
You botched twice in one day?
Why didn't you
Twice.
spend willpower?
I don't, because it's whatever. Because,
Oh, right, I never took off my willpower.
Because because I don't.
Can I get some botch in chat, please?
Can I get?
Everybody botch.
Oh, it doesn't have to be bees in chat. It can be botch in chat.
Why did you do this, Scott?
I
Brom.
just threw it out there, and yeah.
I'm not so.
Yeah, how does that go?
Thanks,
Whoa!
Kyoko
Come on, I'm
is
not.
Kyoko is quite happy about the fact that she has no relationship with her mortal family.
Okay. Okay.
As
Okay
far
for
as you
Kyoko.
know.
Oh, as far as I know. Okay. Okay.
Hey, Drake Master.
She don't wants their number. She don't want to give them hers. She doesn't want to meet them nowhere. Doesn't want none of their time.
I want to have a relationship with your sons, but I can't teach them. And I don't know if you can either. This isn't a criticism of your ability to parent. It's the reality of who we are and what we do. And if they stay with you, they will always be a weakness. But if they learn how to be self-sufficient, if they learn strength, then they're not a weakness after all. They become powerful allies. And while it's horrible that we have to think about it this way, it is practical. Do you want them to be someone who you can be proud of, or someone that you need to frantically protect?
I already am proud of them for
Well.
learning so much.
Good, you passed the fatherhood test.
Good. Did they give out papers for that, or?
Yes.
What do you? Sorry. If they're not with me at all times, of course, I worry.
It's part of growing up. The difference between a normal boy and a changeling is that they grow up in a different rate at a different time. You'll still see them. They'll still be here. I will absolutely dumpster them in any video game they decide to bring in front of me. But that doesn't mean they have to be here all the time.
No. I feel like many of the lessons I learned about the world I had to learn on my own, and at least they have each other.
You're a very special troll, Brom. And they are not a troll like you.
It's true. You're not worried the Countess is going to take them somewhere they can't return from, are you?
No. Because as much as I think she loves those boys too, I think she knows deep down that her relationship with them is not a replacement for the relationship they have with you or with Claire.
I give Kyoko a big hug.
I wanted to be the one to kill Bully.
Oh,
Because of what I heard after I got back. Of the way that they threatened, not you, which is also unforgivable, but the way they threatened Malcolm, Aiden, Gus, Zeron. Our loved ones. There are certain things that I won't forgive. There are certain things that people must pay for.
do you think he did?
Do you think what, sorry?
He did?
That he paid for it?
Mm.
It's not like I know who the executioner was. It's not like I know how it happened or what he said. No one will ever be able to threaten your family again without thinking twice.
I appreciate how fiercely you want to protect me, us. Mazer is still out there. And I need to know that we're not going to try to do something that we're going to regret.
Cowards aren't worth my regret.
At least don't go anywhere without telling me. Please.
Well, no, Master. I'll stay here in the house just for you.
That's... All right.
I'm not going after Mazer. Do you know why? Because he isn't worth it.
Mm.
The instant that he decides to put his big boy pants back on and take us, we'll erase him if we have to. But if he's just going to be a squirrel on the run, hiding, he's less than nothing to me. Do you know who matters to me? Thursday nights, when Patches comes over and we can watch a movie or a stupid television show. But we'll do it in a nice room where she's set up the sound systems just right because she knows how to do it. Or Sophia, who has given me comfort when I needed it the most, who has a dangerously pure heart. The ability to attract and frighten and comfort and calm me. And you. What could Mazer offer me that could possibly distract me from the inspiration that I follow?
Sometimes our thirst for vengeance makes us do things that distract us, like you say.
Vengeance.
Yes, vengeance. You know what that feels like. I do.
I like other feelings more. You
Like-
should talk to your boys.
You don't think we should?
No. I basically dunked on your sons for the past 45 minutes. And they're your sons. I'm not forcing my way into their lives. I swore to listen to them, not to tell them anything.
Of course. Plus, you get to keep your cool mystique.
After all, I have to go back to the Spark for a bit.
Anything that I...
Oh, I'm going to go commit vengeance. I'm going to do all the vengeance.
Oh, all of... Okay. Should I expect you back in time for dinner then, or not?
But Master, don't you need me to make dinner for you?
I know how to cook.
As he pulls the hamburger helper out.
Fuck yes.
It helps it taste
Look,
better.
there's only 3 steps to this craft dinner. It can't be that hard. Oh no.
Area man destroys neighborhood.
It says microwavable and on stovetop, but which do I choose?
Well, only one solution for this. Area man places microwave on stove.
Turns both on.
I'm a jack of all trades. Cook is a trade.
How do you burn water boiling?
Aiden did it.
Anyway,
Yes,
so you can go and have a conversation with your boys.
I will.
They are unequivocal. They want to go back. And it
Fantastic.
has nothing to do with not wanting to see you.
That's cool.
And they want to make sure that there's arrangements for them to come back and visit and call and all of that. But both of them are so hype about learning their arts.
Yeah, fucking that.
And Gus, very privately, tells you that Aiden really needs this. Now, there's a small hint of Gus being like, I'm going to say that Aiden needs this,
Yeah.
but I want it.
You know, Papa, I think my elder brother.
Oh, a new cravat. Thank you, Papa.
Sophia,
Yes.
Kyoko shows up at your doorstep.
Huh?
Are you all right?
Can we find Patches for a moment?
Of course. And I just text Patches because that's the easiest thing to do. Nice. I think anyone but Brahm is just like, just text them and they'll show up.
Excuse me for preferring 20th century technology for communicating. My mouth. 20th century technology.
Kyoko starts to twitch her fingers, and her ears are making that motion, like she's really trying to prepare herself to tell the truth.
I want to try to guide her to sit down if she'll let me.
Couch sits.
Yeah.
It is the responsibility of the High Queen to select those who mete out punishment. Brom doesn't know that I killed Bully. And I don't know if I can tell him.
Did you ask for it?
Yes.
So you carried out the Queen's justice. Why
Yes.
would Brom take issue with you fulfilling your duty in such an exemplary way?
He's worried about vengeance.
He says he's worried about vengeance, but we have seen him fly into a fit of rage over you several times.
He's never seen me kill.
Well, then he doesn't know what he's missing.
Damn.
I don't know if I can do that.
Let him see you kill.
But it's a secret that I've held from him. I've been holding it for a long time. That I've wanted to kill him.
I don't think you were alone in that, Kyoko.
I don't want him to know how I did it. Because that was never stipulated.
Then you don't have to tell him.
He did so much. Just so many.
Including you.
And I really wanted him to hurt for it.
Including me. Including everyone we hold dear.
Am I different now? Because I did what I did?
You're just as badass as ever.
You saw what I did in Sybil's tenderness.
You defended me. He was alone. He was alone and he didn't know who did it. Because he couldn't see. Brom doesn't know. I took Whisper.
Oh.
And I unmade him.
We're still here. So if there was any part of your mind that worried that that would scare us away, it didn't. We're still here. We love you.
I saw Lenore use her loom.
It's good to hear.
don't know if I can tell him yet that I took something from him, that I stole from him, that I did not ask him, I did not come to him for this guidance. I just did it. I didn't kill him, I destroyed him.
Marriage is a partnership. It doesn't mean asking permission for everything. It implies trust. It implies that
Yeah, but if he stole my sewing machine, I'd be pissed.
maybe he'd be a bit pissed, but that doesn't mean that you need his permission for all of your actions, big or small. It implies that you have his free passage to do so. So yeah, he'd probably be pissed if he found out you took his shit without asking, but I think that's a pretty normal part of relationships. But what you did with it,
I'm just hoping that this isn't a sign of what's going to come. That my hatred is going to become more important than my duty.
I think that's why it's all the more important that you not go through this alone. Because hatred bottled up inside will boil over sooner or later. So do you promise? Doesn't matter who you go to, but when you feel like this, you will speak to one of us?
You're telling me I should tell him.
I would have held your hair back if you needed a hand.
We're not telling you what to do anything. We're just saying, please tell someone. You told us. That's an important step. And we thank you for the trust that you place in us.
Okay.
I'll stand next to you in any fight, be it a straight battle or conquering your inner turmoil. I got your 6.
But that's just it. There wasn't turmoil about this. I asked for permission. I got it. I took Whisper. I went to Terranar.
But right now I'm here. And you had purpose. You were clear on it. You made that choice. I think that speaks to the clarity.
Okay. Thank you.
If you wish to atone, if you change your mind, if you decide that you shouldn't have, then you can atone.
There's nothing to atone for.
Then you're good.
Except for stealing and misleading my husband of 1 month.
Feels like a lifetime.
I'm sure he's used your stuff without asking.
Ew. Thanks.
Anytime. Do you want to stay for a movie?
I have to be back in time for dinner. But I could not.
What do you want to do? And I just go over and turn on the TV. Beep boop.
Mab, activate. She turns into a television? What is that? What
I
was
don't know. It
Screen TV
just
descending
rolls
from the
down.
ceiling.
It's like a big like roller blind.
Yeah.
Automated.
Yeah, exactly. It's enormous. It's the biggest screen.
Well, how
you've
can
ever
I
seen.
compete with that?
Just a question. Are maids actually attractive?
I mean, the stereotypical outfits are kind of interesting, but I think it's more the taboo nature of it all.
Depends on who's wearing the outfit.
I should show it to you.
You should. You have one? Fashion show! Patches, you can stay. For now. Then you have to leave.
There's like, I think I need to leave.
For now.
And then you're like, stay, and I was like,
Stay to watch the fashion show, then quickly get out. Quickly.
just send me a picture of it after the fact. Like,
Do you leave?
I don't know. Depends if this maid costume is being shown
I don't
off or
actually
not.
know if she's
Her
changing.
Her
into it.
outfits are not kept at her newly moved into home.
Oh,
They're
shit.
here in Spark.
Actually, no. Sophia's not encouraging this.
Okay.
She doesn't think that this is the right headspace. So she's encouraging watching a TV show. More Drag Race.
Cool.
Yay.
Drag race.
There's a new season? Oh, there wasn't then.
Whatever.
Damn
There's
it.
always
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
content.
I like reruns.
So do I.
When she gets home, after like, I don't know, like an hour and a half, and your sons have made their intentions clear, and your intentions clear, and mother is like, yeah, sure, boarding school is great. I get them in the summertime, right? They're like, that's fine.
Yes.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Of course, the lasagna is just cooling.
And she takes you into the garage. You have a garage.
Oh my god!
I mean, like, it's not much of a garage. It's
Sure.
like a tiny one, but you
Place to
know,
keep all of my sports
There's a
equipment.
little back lane, and it's like a shed large
It's
enough
like-
for
yeah.
a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a shed large enough for a car.
Those are always good.
And she puts, so there's a very specific, here, I'm just going to get
Oh,
the
boy.
correct.
Aragorn, I had to read that sentence like 3 times to get it, and now I get it. And it's like, wink.
So she puts she puts a bottle of sword oil on a sort of like bench, like workbench, and a rag next to it. The rag is pristine.
Thank you. It's very thoughtful.
I bought these in a small hardware store in New York State.
So you were there recently.
Maybe.
Why did you need the sword oil?
It's good practice to polish a sword after you use it.
I agree. Were you using a sword in New York State?
It sounds so suggestive.
I have been told that I put my foot in my mouth from time to time.
are quite flexible. Surprisingly so. You have such muscle bulk.
Kyoko, what is this? And I gesture to
I
the.
just thought maybe you could use the rest of the polish. You know, if you need it.
It's very kind. Is this your version of trying to tell me something?
No. Just thought it might be useful. Wanted to let you know where it was. You said there was lasagna?
Yeah, I did.
Are there 3 different kinds of cheese?
Just 2.
Oh.
What kind of fucking bullshit is this?
Sorry. Well, I thought we had some. Thought we had some sharp, some Havarti to put on top. Very exciting. I know it's a bit odd, but trust me, it's much more delicious than you think. We had the ricotta. We had the very nice sharp
Without
cheddar.
ricotta, it isn't lasagna. That's good.
We have it. Don't worry.
You think the boys will like it? How did that go with them?
Oh well, they're very excited.
Should we eat?
Yeah, let's do that.
Good.
I reach out to take her hand if she'll let me take it.
She likes holding your hand. She's
Oh, great,
your wife.
great. Okay. What? What was that last
She's
thing?
your wife.
Oh, okay. What does that have to do with?
She likes holding your hand. She
okay.
has agreed to basically stay with you through thick and thin because she enjoys touching your body.
Hey.
See, Kate's your wife too.
Hey, yay! Ah, shit. Not that that's a bad thing.
That would be complicated. Were you each in common law situations with other people? It would be messy.
Yeah. Hi, Revenue Quebec. Yeah, it's me again. We gotta talk.
How do I file my taxes?
Exactly. I take her by the hand and I definitely cast a backward glance at the sword oil, what?
It's Hanwei sword oil.
Hanwei?
Hanwei.
Okay. Do I recognize the brand? Does it speak to me?
Yes,
No.
It's
Sorry.
standard sword oil. It's
She tried to tell me something with the brand, John. I lead her.
Oh, it's Bully Dead sword oil. Weird.
Weird? Huh. Bully's dead sword oil.
Unmaking sword oil.
Unmaking the sword. Misogut's I
Bully's
lied to
unmaking.
you. The sword oil. I bring her to the table. We get the boys, and I cut into the lasagna.
It's... How good is it? Roll for
Yeah.
it, please.
Yeah, please roll for
Please,
it.
Botch,
So
I
that's
beg you.
Oh no, hang on. I will actually roll
it's a proper roll. So this is technically a crafts roll.
Okay.
Dexterity crafts?
Oh, to make a lasagna? No, it's more patience than anything else.
So does that make it intelligence or wits?
It's gonna be stamina.
Oh,
crafts.
Yes! Stamina crafts! I'm rolling it. Here it comes.
If you botch for a 3rd time, the game's over.
What?
The entire campaign.
John, you wouldn't actually do that.
Legends
He's like fucking
never
try me.
die.
I absolutely. What's the difficulty? No,
It's a lasagna, so the difficulty is 6.
It's a really pertinent question. I failed,
Okay.
but it's an
Oh
incredibly
my
pertinent question. Let me put it that way.
God. What is wrong with your dice today, bud?
Watch and
Have
find
you even
out.
succeeded in a single
Aiden
roll?
loves it.
Yay! You know, Aiden probably eat the plate.
And
that
Gus
he
says,
oh, and he is.
it's a very pleasant aftertaste, Father.
And then he dies. No, that's not.
Aiden loves it. Gus is way too polite to say anything about it. Kyoko
Sad.
quirks her eyes, and then at the end of the dinner, just says, maybe 4 cheeses next time?
Yes, more cheese makes things better. That is true. I can work on my cooking. That's something I can do.
We have a kitchen now.
Exactly.
We don't have a cranky boggin trying to kick you out of it every 4 minutes.
Are you sure? I haven't checked all the cupboards.
It's a good idea to be aware of what's going on.
Boggin rolls out. Thank you, I was stuck in there.
Oh, God. I suggest a game of Cranium.
Can I be on your team, Dad?
I look at the two troublemakers that would be on the other team, and I go, okay.
I'm going to give you one more chance to bodge.
Yay!
Yay! Let's make it a trouble!
So this is going to be
So dumb.
your lowest of enigmas,
Why would you do that to me? Okay, yeah.
performance,
Okay.
expression,
Okay.
or it's cranium, right? Crafts.
Parmesan. Okay. I'm going
The
to.
difficulty is only 5.
Okay. And then it's like wits or intelligence or what do you think? Because
This
the-
one, it's going
the
to be
attributes.
Yeah.
I'm using my other dice, and I am going to roll performance. I
Yeah.
think is appropriate here. It's one of the two lowest that I have.
I know charades.
Yep, exactly. I've been silent before.
My life.
Macarena.
No, it's Austin Powers.
I got 1 success.
Hey.
I
So
have
did I.
rolled 3 or 4.
I rolled
ones
3
tonight.
6s and 2 1s.
This is trash. Humdinger.
Roll 1 die.
Coming in. It's a 5.
You win.
Oh! I naturally, present the victory to Gus, who probably carried us, let's be honest. I know some factoids, but this kid's probably going
beat
places.
Aiden in anything.
You better watch yourself later. Might challenge you to a
beat
rematch.
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Now we're gonna play Panium.
Okay, on that, we're going to end the session here.
Yay!
Time for Panium. What? Door closes.
Now I
Oh,
want to
sorry.
play Panium.
All right.
Okay, let's
Smash!
go. Yeah, grab pens, just go at him. Oh, Jesus.
Let's do the bottle fight scene again.
Let's go.
Twist this bottle in your face. All I want is one embrace.
I'll twist this bottle. I just watched that the other day, actually.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
did we.
same.
Oh, cute.
It's on Disney Plus. Fucked up aspect ratio.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Weird.
They said that they're going to fix it for spring. I don't know whether that means during spring, but they're going to give you the option to watch either one. Anyway,
Okay.
so there we go. We're going to find out what the players learned. We're going to see who won play of the game. We got a bunch of streams coming up. You do not want to miss finding out what it is because we got bonus streams.
Boners.
Boner streams.
Oh, good. Everyone said it. Good.
All over the place. So please stay tuned to my fancy corner.
Thank you. Wah, wah, wah. He's got lots of botch, and he's gonna botch again.
So, one of these days,
Yeah.
if I ever get around to it, I will, and if I remember, because I won't,
Right.
I would use this episode as an example of how I use botches.
Okay. Ooh, Aragwen, very close. Now, John, is that because you're particularly happy with the ones that did come out, or because you had, like you said, you had a really great idea for what would have happened over
the
here?
idea that if she had botched, I can't reveal it because
Right, because it's too good. You're gonna use it. Okay, I get where you're coming from.
I would have had him forgive her instantly, completely, and for no other reason than it's Sophia.
Oh,
So it would have been entirely,
that's so sad.
just like,
Chest pain. What is that?
yeah.
Oh.
And it just would have been
Ouch.
like, oh, it's like literally, I can't stay mad at you because you're
Oh wow.
amazing.
Oh, that's
perfect.
Woof.
And I think that's what I would have done if that was a botch. And I
That-
think that would have hurt.
Yep.
That would have sucked.
I'm good. Actually,
But
for me.
you didn't get it
You.
because you didn't botch.
Do you want yours heated up, Liz?
No,
Miko
I'm
on.
okay, thank you.
2 away from getting bingo in 3 different
John,
ways.
would you like your pie heated?
Oh, no, thank you. I'll
Okay.
take my pie the way that it is.
Braum thinks the best of someone the other 2 PCs hate.
Classic.
Didn't get chosen.
No, because you went up on Halea, kind of, so to speak. Wait,
However, we
what?
do have a play the game to vote on, and the vote starts now.
Yes!
Sophia writes to Claude to make amends,
Oh, you
if not
need a
apologies,
fork,
and dims the sun.
Oh wow!
Patches.
Thank you. Damn.
Patches becomes a commoner with 2 titles and does her best to set the spark and its denizens to right. And Braum seeks advice to quell his fears of his children's exposure to power. Will they stare? Will they go? Go.
Can you pass one to John? If you can reach it.
Yeah, I can get another fork.
Yeah. Well, shit. Damn.
Liz, what did you learn?
Sorry for my breathing.
Yeah, Sophia had to, got to the roots of why she did what she did, and at its core, it was selfish, but that didn't make it any less full of love for Claude. So
Look at these people who are able to vote, possibly for the first time.
that's exciting.
Super happy to see
Cool.
that. Scott?
Yes. I mean, this is really nice, Liz, by the way. I like that you just if I may, just as a quick aside, I really like that you had a moment to discover something new about your character and then have a chance to play that in a scene.
Yeah.
Sometimes
to
we-
discover something new about your character. Oh my god.
John wants to
Thanks,
play.
friend.
John,
That was for you.
oh, I see.
It's fine.
I thought I don't know. Okay.
Whatever.
I learned that Yoko's a lying son of a gun. I learned that, well, I married her, so. No, I learned that I guess a lot of things. Specifically, I guess I learned really the big thing for me is that how worried Braum is about letting his kids just go out there in the world. Which surprise,
Much like
surprise,
every
right?
parent.
Right, exactly, of course. But it's
Oh, Scott, you're ready to be a dad.
Virtual dad, Scott.
Dream daddy.
Oh.
Dream Scotty's just a game I made myself.
I learned.
Yep.
Patches prefers deed names. She doesn't just want a title. She wants
So Steward of the
okay.
Spark, Defender of Northern Ice.
it speaks specifically to something that is of value. It's not just, oh yeah, I'm sort of important
I'm a sir.
because I'm important. It's very specific.
One
So, yeah.
question.
I did
Would
this
Patches
because I shot him.
choose to be Sir Patches, Lady Patches, or Dame Patches?
Dame.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dame.
Damn.
Well, deed names are cool.
Or President Patches.
Titles are cool.
Yeah.
But the only thing I have to offer right now is
Oh.
play the game.
Oh. Who dat?
And it goes to Liz.
Yay!
Hey!
Thanks, everyone.
I should write that down. Oh.
Braum could totally be a Dream Daddy character, but he'd be the most frustrating guy to go on a date with.
The worst. It's a great game. John, is there usually a thing that comes up that says this person won with so many votes or
Yeah,
whatever?
from the bot.
Yeah.
Did you declare it?
Oh, did it not go
I haven't
off?
seen it pop
We
up
didn't
yet.
see it in chat personally.
I usually write the
There we
wording
go.
down. Oh, come on! I usually write the wording
I
down
didn't
now.
click
so-
stop.
You press the button to make
Whoops.
the animation appear, I assume, but yeah.
And dims the
Yeah,
sun.
so clap, 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 clap.
Yay!
Clap to you. You played the scene with me.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, everyone.
Well, if that's true, then I always play the game.
If that
Yeah.
I mean, remember in Exhausted
That's why
when
you're not
sometimes
eligible,
I
'cause
could
you always-
sometimes
Yeah.
play the game?
NPC of the game.
I kind of don't know what I would choose. Between it being play the game being any of the play the game or play the game being specific to a player, I just don't know. I don't know which one I'd pick. Maybe one day we'll ask you.
Viewers or us?
Yeah, viewers.
Okay, we don't get it.
No, thank you. I look directly into the camera to see
Okay.
what they would think. if and when we start another game. We have other things to worry about, though.
We sure do.
Yeah.
Like Kyoko. Oh, sorry. Is that not what you?
This week.
We have other streams. You want to throw us in on the highlights there?
Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern on this channel, so in about 21 hours from now, John and I are going to play Netrunner. Last time we played on stream, I think it was great. It went really well. We did a lot of this is what the game is, these are what the actions do. We did a lot more explaining. I think this is more going to be, we're just going to play. Talk a little bit about it. Probably get some swearing in. I feel like there was a lot of cussing last time. Yeah.
Start with knives.
We're gonna play Netrunner. I just slam my hand down and just oh my god.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's scary.
Tuesday at 2 p.m., Crosshair and I are going to continue our Stardew stream. We might
You
be
might hit
able
it?
to get the 10 mil and buy the golden clock.
But are you going to go to 10 mil? Do you need to go a little further so that you have a little cash on hand after you buy the fucking...
No, the second we hit it, we're buying the clock, and we're both burning our computers to the ground. And that's it. That's the end of it all. Woohoo! And then Wednesday, I'm reading Nancy Drew aloud to all y'all.
Incredible.
4 p.m. ET on my channel. Hurrah!
That's
I
gonna
am
be
definitely... I have a thing when I play card games. Today I played some fucking amazing matches on Legends of Runeterra, but we're not even going to get into that.
Oh boy.
Do we have any streams looking forward from you?
I'm gonna figure out what's going on. We're in a bit of a shared office space here, and as much as I've been given the okay to use the office, I wouldn't be necessarily super comfy doing so. So I'm figuring out what I can do, when I can do, how I can do. And, stay tuned to the Twitters.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
So I'm apparently doing Netrunner on Monday.
too?
That's what
Yeah.
I'm told.
Oh. He does what he's told. That is decidedly not true.
It doesn't mean that there won't potentially be other streams at other times with other people. But there's a chance that I may stream. I've been playing a bunch of Legends of Runeterra recently, and hey, the last time I streamed, I had this thing where you could look at the cards yourself using your mouse. It was cool. So I might do that. We'll see. Maybe it'll be a card-centric week for me.
Maybe.
One thing I can tell you is that on Friday, there's...
Punchy, Spider Punch, Friday at 6 p.m. And Saturday, we're going to finish, hopefully, Machinarium.
Yeah.
And then start something else.
You don't want to let people know what that might be?
Just in case something goes horribly wrong with the installation. I don't want to get their little hopes up.
But
It's cool, though.
yes,
It is.
if it does work, then
I'll
I
announce the second Future Liz has it under control.
Sunday, though.
tonight.
Sunday,
Right here.
right here. Sunday is right here. That is going to be
Cues.
Changeling, The Dreaming, 20th Anniversary Edition, episode 117, where we will accelerate, and we will be at present day.
Oh!
We were potentially going to get there today, but we were going to distract them. But I think those things needed to be played. So-
Yes, I'm very happy to.
So there is, but there will be more Changeling here. And I bet you that we might just be graced by She Who Knows 10,000 things. Aragorn is going to be here, potentially. Don't want to force anything on her. Maybe we'll see the Crosshair. We'll see. We hope. We do hope. We always hope. We have a bunch of new subs today, a bunch of follows today, people who have been here who haven't been here before. So awesome that you're here for whatever reason it might be. Appreciate everybody pulling together in a time that is not easy. But hey, we get to have fun while we do it. And that's kind of what we're hoping for. Just make sure to take care of yourself and to take care of everybody around you by taking care of yourself and not doing anything damn stupid.
Important.
I'm missing anything here?
Thanks
Nah,
for the
man.
game.
Yeah,
course I am.
thanks for
Because
Thanks
I
for
have awesome
Freaking
players.
game.
Yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
Yeah, thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
Folks, even if you're staying put, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Goodbye.